friends.
Hey.
How's
What's up, gang?
going?
I'm gonna kill your
Hello,
character.
Balrog didn't dab, I did.
Do not punish him.
Welcome back to this week's episode of our Endeavors in Eberron
Do not punish the
campaign.
sweet boy for my sins.
Yeah, no punishing Balric.
Alright,
You
fine.
can't.
He's already being punished.
That's perfect.
We are Heretical Heroes. If you haven't heard of us, just know we are a group of friends that play D&D every Monday at 5 p.m. EST. If you have heard of us, welcome back. Quick series of announcements. First being, thank you, Shep.
Thank
you,
you.
Thanks, Shep.
Thanks,
Shep.
Shep. Thank you for being here always to support us, even when you're not feeling good. We love you and appreciate you very, very much.
Yeah, you're fucking great.
You're the best.
Can we get some thank you Sheps in the chat?
We love you.
Some Shep hype.
A bunch of thank you,
Shep
Sheps in the chat. Let's go.
I don't know how to do
Spam
that.
that
on my
shit.
iPad.
Woo!
Thank you, Shep.
Thank you, Shep, very much. And obviously, thank you to everybody else who's here to support us as well, but mostly just thank you, Shep.
Wow.
But just kidding, no, seriously.
Good morning to everyone, especially Shep.
Exactly. Alright, next on the announcements list, big thank you to everybody who stopped by on Saturday to
Thank
watch
you.
our stream for the Wormling Twitch tour. That was awesome. We had so many new follows, a bunch of things that happened that we just want to address now, since we didn't super do that during the stream. But thank yous real quick to Lucigen, GPRKRN, who is that? No. And JT for the subs. JT gifted 10 subs. Papa Moose gifted 9. The GPRKRN gifted 11, and then Legion gifted 5, which I can't do math, but that's like over 30 subs.
That's at least 2.
Yeah.
That's at least 2.
I
So
lost
thank
track
you
after
so much
30.
for the gift subs. That seriously helps us out a lot with support, and we just can't thank you guys enough.
For real.
And then we had a bunch of new followers as well. Ivia Fowler. IVA Fowler, thank you. Just Goth Enough, White Cougar 21, Fashir, Miana Carp, GPRKRN, J-Spot TX, Polo Monkey, Stack Moulongs, NASA Boy 1987, Das Biff, Trogu, Lando the Archmagi, Fishy Kitty 94, Gunnervald, Kuro Angalas, Bosef 158, Melanie Lopez, Desert Locust, Kalilas 34, Zenoka Fong, Mini Splat, Living John Doe, and Luxor 5013. What? And Aqua Prime. And Aqua Prime! Thank you so much for the follows.
Thank you.
A bunch
Thank
of
you.
y'all. Oh. Next on the announcement, Sav, we are sponsored today. Or
By Charisma 20. Handcrafted RPG themed soap. We've got all 12 D&D classes plus 2 face soaps and more to come.
I can't see your shirt.
Oh. Ta-da.
and that promo code is still going.
It is. It's in our Eberron for
For-
15% off.
Nice.
By the way, if that wasn't a goddamn charismatic turnaround, I don't know what is.
That was pretty good. That was really good. Next on the announcements, if you can't make it for the entire stream today, don't worry, the VOD will be up on our YouTube on Wednesday. That is at Heretical Heroes. Follow us on Twitter at Heretical Heroes as well. And join our Discord, ! Discord. We would love to have some more people join that and hang out and have fun. And then also, because we forget this, but it's like the biggest part of this channel, this guy right here, biggest
Yeah.
part,
Yeah.
like 40
Yeah.
hours a week, bro. Cam
Yeah,
streams
it's the
video
biggest
games. Cam streams video games Monday through Fridays, 11 a.m. to 7
Except
p.m.
for when I feel like crap.
Except for when he
Hey,
feels
you're
poopy,
allowed to have
but
those
he's
days.
Still here, and he's great. We love him
Queer.
very much. Thank you for being such a trooper.
We love you, Cameron.
We love you, Cam.
He's okay.
Shep says love you, Cam.
Hell yeah. But I think that's it for announcements. So Sav, take it away.
All right. Well, when we last left off, the group had spent a day preparing for their job entertaining for the king
God.
and an attempt to be a distraction for more nefarious things. They met up with their contact, released all the animals that they were supposed to bring, hid the cages, made their way in, hung out, did some entertaining. Maul did some impressive juggling while the rest of the group danced around and Balrek acted like a bull. And we ended with the woman who nearly killed Maul 2 days ago stopping by dressed as a waiter and carrying on from there. And I guess that's where we'll pick up this week. So...
Have we done the, story dance thing yet?
You have not.
Okay.
No.
Oh, God.
I want to be very, trying to spot Rawl the whole time.
All right, give me a perception roll. We'll start it right off with a dice roll. While Maul's looking around, there's all sorts of festivities going on. There's jugglers, dancers, all sorts of food going around. It's pretty rowdy right now.
What kind of food is there?
Pretty much anything you're looking for.
Oh.
24. Okay. For the first bit you're there, you don't notice anything. Probably about an hour in, you catch sight of him. You're pretty positive with him on the far end, just kind of mingling with a group of people, chit-chatting, and then you see him just kind of move off, and he'll kind of making his way around through some of the crowds. He stops, grabs a flute of champagne and some hors d'oeuvres.
Okay. I just want to...
You want to know where he is. Okay. All right. So everybody's doing their thing, being all presentful, and then you hear trumpets begin to blare. Just dun, 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 dun. And out from the back, you see guards come out, flank the door, and a slightly overweight man whose outfit is opulent to the point of ostentatious. Just, the finest silks of every color, even though you don't probably need that many colors, rings on every fingers.
Wow.
His hair's all slicked back under this just opulent, ridiculous crown. He comes out with his guards and a tall, severe woman who's dressed in very fine clothes, similar color, but not nearly as ostentatious. And you hear a herald. I present to you the King Daedric, Urkesin, and his sister, Deandra. Take. There's a polite clapping.
What was the sister's name? Sorry.
Deandra.
Deandra?
Yeah. That kind of very lofty wave.
Is there like a moment of silence after that?
There's a very polite clapping that
Would probably take that moment to kind of punctuate with a roar.
Okay. Everybody just kind of, and the king. He looks all like it looks like the festivities have begun. Everybody can continue with what you're doing. I will make my rounds and come see all of you, and shortly we will have cake. And he goes off and starts making his way around all the different performers, and you're where he comes out, you're almost straight facing him, but there's stairs that kind of lead down, so he goes off and makes towards the left and starts making his way around, which you'll get about halfway through his loop, he'll hit you guys.
Okay.
Maul, Rawl isn't close, but he is moving with the king as he begins moving around between groups.
Okay.
Should I start the thing? No, we wait till the king.
We know what the trigger. It's when the king comes out, right?
Yes.
Do we have a general idea of when that's happening?
With the speed he's moving at, you're guessing for him to get all the way around everybody, it's probably going to take him probably about another 30 minutes or so.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so we got time.
Yeah, you've got a little bit of time. I don't know in your mind how long you thought your performance would, if it was kind of a short story or
I imagined like 10 minutes.
Yes,
Yeah.
probably like
Okay.
10 minutes. But we know we pre-choreographed rehearsed like 20-minute dance.
We had something going. Let's do it
Okay.
anyway.
Let's start with our 20-minute, and then Aster, I will send you a signal.
Okay.
It will be a very
Do you guys-
subtle wink.
Hear that wagon backing up? Sorry, I'm looking for the phrase. It was the
You see a wagon, and then you see a bunch of guys come off the side and start unloading large kegs off, and they start kind of setting them around.
I'm gonna just.
That's apropos. And they go and they start setting up some more, and it looks like the drinks are coming out heavy now.
Oh.
Okay, let's just start.
Let's go.
So are you continuing to be like raucous, or
Yeah, like anytime anyone gets close to me, I'm gonna run at them and pretend like my chains are stopping me at the last minute, and doing a bit of roaring, shaking the chains a bunch.
give me either performance or intimidation, however you think Balrek would handle that.
Could he get maybe advantage if we are dancing and like I'm playing my violin while we dance and we're afraid of him?
Oh, and I would be getting the crowd into it.
Dancing but
Heck yeah.
afraid.
Yes, definitely.
Performance or intimidation?
Yep.
I had either of those.
It's kind of a little bit of a backpedal, not backpedal, but like before. Could I have like stowed my harpoon on top of the cage, and if anyone asked, it's for prodding the beast?
Yeah, would be no issue.
14.
14. You're actually drawing a decent crowd. People are very entertained. There's this one guy who he's come by you a couple times, and each time he's gotten like kind of progressively closer to see how close he can actually get to you.
Oh, if I see that guy, I'm gonna dramatically like, no, you have to stay back. He's a wild beast.
Oh, where'd you find him?
In the lands far to the north, he crawled amongst the ground, in the trees, as an evil beast, snatching children.
Did you catch him yourself?
Many died, but we did. Yeah, I'm gonna lean into like getting the crowd going.
Balrek hates all of this.
Hey, Gideon feels bad. You just don't know it.
Nadia's like in the back playing and dancing, but also like trying not to throw up the whole time.
Okay. After a few minutes, a small retinue with the king comes by. There's the king, what you believe is his sister. Mm-hmm. He only has 2 guards with him, but there is another group of 4 figures. 3 of them are all wearing very similar clothing. It's got very intricate dragon embroidery, kind of up on the epaulets and around the collars, and they all appear to be wearing the central point of the tabard is different on each one of them. Some of the symbols at this point you would have recognized. There is somebody from House Orion.
Orion?
Orion, yeah.
Like
I'm sorry, Orion, yeah.
Okay.
House Jarosco, which is the one where Balrek had saved them.
Yep.
And there is another one that, if probably everybody other than Balrek wants to give me a history roll.
Fuck, bro.
Not great.
Is it it was Jurusk or what?
Jarasco.
Jarasco? Is
Yeah.
it actually the halfling?
It is not. It is
Okay.
not the same people.
Okay.
These 3 seem to be a little bit more
History.
able to handle themselves. They've all got wands in sheaths at their side.
Oh god.
What was that?
14.
14?
12.
13.
12.
12.
Win.
The 3 of you would know that the 3rd one is housed in Ninth.
They're not here.
No, they're not.
That makes sense.
So they and there's 2 other kind of rich looking hangers on. You would recognize one who you know has connections to Mr. Flint. Very prim, proper, wearing a vest, bowler hat. No weapons that you can see, but and they make their way up, and they're a troop of actors and a large beast. What is It's a pleasure to have you here for my birthday today.
I'll rush out.
And he'll kind of jump back, and the guard will kind of move forward, and quite ferocious. He is under control, I assume.
He is under.
I'll let the knives fall and grab the harpoon and be like, ah!
Ah! Are you going to fight him later?
If ever he gets loose, we have the trained fighter to take care of him.
We'll do like a staff spin of some kind.
Most fantastic. I will have to have you back. Do you fight other beasts? Man of few words. I like that. And he just kind of rubbed his hands. And now that you see him now, he's got that appearance of somebody who probably tries to take care of himself, but doesn't really know what too much oil in the hair, the skin's, and just kind of gives you kind of like a greasy, opulent vibe. Like there's like food crumbs like up here, and like there's some like sauce on his fingers, and he's like when you see him grab flutes, like you can see him like leaving like residue behind. And his sister just kind of sits back and just kind of watches everything very, very seriously and very stoically. She seems to occasionally jot down a few notes.
And what beauty is this, my lady? And I'm gonna lean in and do a bow. Acknowledge her in the conversation.
It's a pleasure. No, it is fine. And focus on my brother. I am just here to make sure that if anything of state comes up, I can,
Of course, as you deserve.
take it off.
Quite a pleasure to meet you.
You all as well.
What is that perfume you're wearing? Speaking to the brother.
Oh, it is. I got it from a far off land. I will. You'll have to come to dinner this evening, and I will tell you all about it.
Of course. Tell me you'll stick around for our performance.
Oh, most definitely. You should plan to start shortly. The cake should be out in just a little bit, and you can perform as we prepare to cut it.
Wonderful, thank you.
We really look forward to it.
Thank you. It's like I will continue on now. You all have a wonderful day, and your beast is magnificent.
Dangerous.
I would love one for my own.
Oh, he is a rarity, my lord.
I will have to see what I can get from Droam. And he moves on.
If I ever at some point get the sister's attention, I'd like to wink my one eye.
So,
okay.
Blink.
She just kind of there's a slightly upturned smile and a nod, and she continues on.
Yeah, I wanted to incite the one phrase she said.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's a 16. Yeah.
She seems a little bit bored and put out. Like you're just kind of getting that, like, I'm here. I'll do what I'm supposed to do, but whatever. Very like Daria-esque. Oh my god.
Perfect.
Yeah, it turns out, a sleazy king and his valley girl sister. Okay, so they continue to make your way around. Probably about 5 minutes after they leave, kind of like right up towards the edge, a group kind of moving along, and they stop and they watch, and then they move, and one figure stays behind in a very much nicer coat and outfit than he was wearing earlier. Is Rahl, and he just kind of nods at you all and continues to walk after the group after.
I'm absolutely mouthing at him. They're not fucking miss.
I say, pleasure to meet you. Vicious mockery.
Okay. Is that just verbal?
Yes, it's just verbal. Wisdom 15.
I feel bitch.
I'm just going
And-
to with like, oh.
No, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. No, you.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
No,
He failed.
2.
And he's just a pleasure to him. The pleasure is all mine.
I give him like the sickliest, sweet little wink.
Do your jobs.
Don't fucking miss.
Fuck this guy. I'm seriously questioning my dad's taste.
Okay.
I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
When it came to the cages and the locks and stuff, what did we do with the locks?
I think we left them with the cages.
Okay, so
I think we grabbed one.
We have one for this
cage.
cage.
Yeah.
you have to be out of the cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, is that what you're like chained to the cage with?
I don't think we have actually locked
He's
it.
fake
No,
chained.
yeah.
Okay,
like
you're
fake
fake chained to the cage
Yeah.
as well. Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to.
So you've just got a bunch of chains attached to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go over to Balric and I am going to remove the chains from the cage and walk him around, like in a circle away from the cage.
As you start doing that, we're like, Nadia, what are you doing?
I just don't want you to be with the explosion. Fucking fine. And I'll go.
Put him back.
Yeah.
To make sure nobody saw that, I wanted to like press the digitation some sparks and get attention away from
More
it.
juggling.
More juggling. Okay. Give me another deck.
Oh shit.
Aster this whole time just running over and over again the story in her head just to like make sure she doesn't forget.
Okay.
Like practicing to herself.
It was just X.
Yes.
10.
10. You're able to keep them up. You're not really cutting yourself. You are juggling the most technical of senses, but that is about it.
Good.
Okay. The king kind of starts finishing his rounds, and you see those large doors towards the back open up again, and this large cart with a sheet over it. Sorry, lost the word there. Starts getting pushed out, and you hear kind of some clapping from the background, and it starts to get louder, and you see the king starting to be herded over towards where everything is.
We're gonna start.
Right.
You're gonna start? Okay.
Instantly thaumaturgy to make my voice as loud as I possibly can. And I'll save the other 2 thaumaturgies for whatever like special effects, like flames and stuff that we had like practiced the day before. But I'll go into the story as best I can and try not to sound nervous.
You'll hear the steward from earlier say, "Everyone gather round as the king prepares to cut the cake to celebrate his 42nd year, 15th year as king." And you'll see most of the people towards the back start to gather around. All the performers are still kind of doing their things. Wait staff still milling about. The woman from the other day is about 100 feet to your right and just standing there, looking like she's handing out things, but doesn't really seem to be moving around as much.
I want to put myself towards the door of the cage, so that like I'm right there when it's necessary to open it.
Okay. Are you back in the cage?
I didn't think so.
No.
No, I think I'm still outside.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought you got put back, or you said no to being let out.
I said no to being unchained and walked around.
Ah, okay. So you're chained to the thing. Never
Yeah.
mind.
You don't want to go for a walk.
Chained to the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. The steward begins speaking. He's like, "And for this cake, we have brought specially from Herado's bakery, the most famous bakery in town." Oh yeah.
They're tainting a cake.
No!
And you see the cake, the sheet get pulled off, and this cake is ridiculous. It's about 6 feet high, a bunch of tiers. There's all sorts of like intricate stuff around the side. It looks almost like a autobiographical view of the last several years of his life. Things going on, like it is.
Wow.
Probably spent a small fortune on this cake alone.
That dude is so full of himself.
As you're nearing the end of your story, the king is handed a large, what looks to be almost like a sword, but a slightly different cut, and he goes through and begins to cut down.
I think that's...
Just as you get towards.
Thaumaturgy, voice even louder. As the wheels turn.
And he finishes the cut as you say that, and then there's a polite clapping. You're fairly close. Are you staying? Who is closest to the box? Like, did everybody else move away from Balrec, or is everybody above
we had
us?
agreed to like try to get away as far as.
So you're all staying. Okay. You hear As soon as Aster finishes those words, a very light thudding that appears to be increasing in pace.
Move. Balric, move.
What?
The beast is loose!
And you hear, give me, is anybody else doing anything as Maul says that?
I totally would, because you know I would.
Okay.
I'd go with it.
Then
I'll let out an accenting roar, because...
give me persuasion at advantage.
I'm gonna throw up in the corner.
You're gonna throw it in the Are you actually throwing up?
Yeah, like...
Okay. Just nerves, just getting
yeah.
Okay.
14.
14?
Aster is just nervous and stuff right now.
And you hear, oh, somebody get it. What are you doing? You're just roaring?
I'm gonna roar and I guess shirk all the chains and start running at people.
Okay. So you,
I'll grab the harpoon and then chase him.
You could charge to the right or to the left.
Which is further away from the king?
To the right.
I'll go to the right.
Okay. So you start charging off that way. Give me an intimidation roll.
Okay.
I have my harpoon and I'm like, ah!
Okay.
I argue for advantage because he's doing that.
Yeah, go for it.
Do I see Nadia puking?
Yes.
I'll go over to her.
Natural 20, baby!
Hey!
So
You
22.
people just like dive to the ground. One of the king's guards actually hops down and starts to basically, he's now in between you and the rest of your group, and that's when you hear just a deafening boom, and there's a gout of flame that comes from the back of the crate and just blasts into the back wall, and you hear a shot ring out. And I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
No.
From the back of the crate?
It's basically the back of the crate facing towards the wall basically blasts
Where-
out this way.
The cage where we were supposed to put the animals?
It would have been like the front of the gates here, and then the back looks like it basically something blasted out from it.
Right, but we were told to put the animals on the back of the cage, like chain them off the back, right?
I don't think
it's-
so.
They didn't
Why am I
super
remembering that?
specify.
I thought they said that. I just got worried that that was part of the
Oh
plan.
man.
Ooh, hey, that's not bad.
That's not bad either.
Yes.
All right, 25 to 20?
21.
22.
22. Jeez. So we've got Bard and
I
Bard.
have no idea what to do, though.
20 to 15.
19.
19 with Maul.
17. 19.
Oh, I got a
17.
19 also.
Okay.
Dex fight.
You win.
Jeez. Okay.
Aster has a 17.
I'm gonna put those over there because I don't think anybody can see initiative, but that's fine. Okay, so let's set a little scene. Does everybody have their miniatures?
Yes.
So,
Don't drop them.
like that never happened.
Just only got one horn left.
Well, you should stop being horny on the main.
It's hard to stop.
Is that?
I'm
Oh, wait.
next to Nadia
Yeah.
because I was like
And
gonna
I'd
go
probably be
pull her hair back
closer
while she
to
puked or
Balric.
something.
Balric ran off to the right too.
Yeah, so like, I was the one who like announced he was running, so
Oh, okay.
I figured I would be.
That's fair. Okay. So you hear. Let me make sure I have the king. So King's Guard that is now coming towards Balric. The king and his sister up here.
Oh no.
Wow, they're really close.
I don't have a good king. Yeah, I know. All right. So you hear a loud bang and you see his sister fall. And because you know where he was, I had him.
Plot twist.
Everybody gasped at
Where's
the
my
same
goblin?
time.
Oh, there he is.
No, I did not.
Oh, shit.
All right. Well, I had a goblin, but I no longer have a goblin. So
I literally have like a red goblin that's like dual wielding swords and shit. He's like
you
very...
see Raul over there, and he yeah. So what do we do?
Oh boy.
What?
You're first.
I'm first. I don't know what to do. All right. Are they coming after any of us except for Balric?
You see this guard's attention has turned this way towards where the gunshot came from. This guard's looking towards Balric. That is all you have seen so far.
Okay. I'm going to move towards the guard who's chasing Balric.
Okay.
Yeah. No, like right next to that guard. I'm trying to get to him.
Oh, sorry. You're going that way.
Because...
Balric's not a guard.
Prove it.
I can't.
I'm gonna kind of like throw myself in front, and I'm gonna cast Charm Person as I say, "No, please leave him. We'll take care of him."
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. That is going to be a 15.
Oh, motherfucker, he makes it.
He brushes it. He's no, I gotta get him. The king's in danger. Something's going on.
You're right. Let me help you. And then I'm gonna accidentally trip into him. If I can. I don't know if I can.
It may hinder his movement.
I'm just gonna stand kind of slightly in front of him, and to do that thing where you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Okay.
I'm just gonna be as inept as possible.
I'm going to stand up and wipe the vomit from my mouth, and
Right.
and then I am going to I'm gonna see Balric and probably not who's fallen, and I will run out and stand in front of Balric between him and any oncoming people, and I will cast Mage Hand, and I will flavor it like a very fluorescent pink, very bright.
Okay.
And I will shout out, "It's okay! We've got this! It's okay!" And like I'm just gonna use Mage Hand to like just like gently place on your chest and hope that it looks okay.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Fucking dick. Well, that's not bad. What's 7 plus 6? That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so 23.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
She rolled a 60.
Everybody seems to just kind of back up and they're like, oh, okay, and they kind of huddle off away from you, but they seem less frightened.
I'm just gonna like turn to Balric and like just make eye contact and just go. That's it.
Ooh, wait, you were okay. Before that happens, over the wall.
What?
Climb a few people. You hear some grunts of what sounds like people not being able to make it over the wall. And you hear these figures say, "Get him!" And they start moving up towards the king.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
They look like they're going for the king.
yeah.
Okay.
Just
What?
we need to get the fuck out of here.
But I'm fast.
I bet it.
Cameron's gonna try to seduce them.
What?
That's my job.
No, I have a different target in mind. But I've been having a very hard time deciding whether or not I should do that.
So let the fates decide.
I'm gonna just roll a die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rolling always helps because if you don't like the outcome, you know you like the other outcome.
I
better.
never like the outcome though.
Well, do something. Roll. Show him who you're bombing.
Nikki? Does it look like anybody's noticed that the sister's gone down? Is there a panic there with the shot and anything?
The king, yes, he can definitely tell. Like he's leaning towards her, but nobody else has really been able to call out any other type of alarm. You all acted pretty quickly.
There was nobody around Rawl to hear the shot coming directly from him.
Yes, but the people that were around him probably kind of fortuitous. It looks like that guy, one of the people that you saw standing with the king earlier, is right there and just kind of almost steps in Rawl's way, like right after the shot goes off. So you know he's there, but you lose a little bit of sight of him. He's almost covered in a small crowd of people who seem to be just kind of looking around frantically.
I'm going to go straight at Rawl.
You're gonna go straight at Rawl?
Yes.
Okay.
While shouting, "I see the shooter."
What are you doing?
How far can you go?
40 feet.
It's 8 spaces.
Okay. So I'm gonna need to. These are not guards. These are just people that are around him.
Well-dressed people.
Yes. So you're able to get up to there.
Very
Okay.
pointy drinks.
You definitely get some attention drawn towards you as you yell, and you're running through with a giant fucking harpoon. So,
Right.
you see some other guards kind of detach from where they're kind of posted up by the wall and start moving their way towards you.
Okay.
You also notice that the other small group of the dragon marked houses, you see them blink out. All three of them just vanish.
Okay. Can I try to trip him?
Yeah.
How does that work?
You're going to make it's like a grapple, so you make an athletics check,
Athletics. Okay.
and if he fails, you can either push him back or knock him prone.
Alright.
Okay.
Show him who's boss, Cameron.
Oh my god.
You missed your tray.
I did. 16.
You have no trouble. Rawl looks very, very surprised. Just the words start to come out of his mouth. What the fuck? As you knock him back, just completely not expecting you to run up on him, and you're just right under.
I'll just do the one move and then yell, "This is the shooter." And I imagine, like, is his gun visible now that he's just kind of freaking flat-faced?
It's in his hand, but yeah.
And like, yeah, if I can say anything else, just cover my bases.
Okay. Balric.
Oh, God, yep, no, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to try and use the crowd as cover a little bit and use Healing Word on the sister.
So you're going to try to get over here?
60-foot range.
Oh, you can do it from there. Give me a roll.
Do you want, like, stealth?
You're trying to keep it hidden what you're doing?
I'm trying to be as sneaky as it.
I would need stealth for that. Actually, no, I would
Planning for this shit.
probably put that. What are the components? I'm sorry. Is it just
It's just verbal.
just verbal? Then deception.
Okay, not bad. That is a 15.
A 15?
Mhm.
Okay. Nobody immediately notices.
And she heals for 6.
For 6? Okay. You see her kind of jerk, and she lets out just a blood-curdling scream. Like, she comes back, but it just sounds like real, genuine, deep pain. And she just looks at her brother, "Help me!" And he's just obviously just kind of like, he was bending down and is just panic-stricken.
I don't know that this is better. After that, what is it? So there's a bunch of people around us kind of panicking.
Yeah.
There's 2 guys kind of coming in.
And there's a guard that is like looking straight at you. Shield up, spear in hand.
I'm gonna look at you and just be like, okay. I'm going to sprint over here.
Okay.
I'm so stressed out right now.
5,
I'll take the dash and.
Okay.
Can I do that? Do I need bonus action? Oh, I'm sorry.
Use your bonus action
Yeah.
healing.
I don't know if I need my bonus action.
Oh?
I need my bonus action.
Oh.
I will move the 30 instead. And then... Oh, God. How dire do things look? Just a question.
As far as like,
Hey, asking for a friend?
in dire, in what sense? Like, somebody,
How fucked are
like
we?
her dying, or you guys getting fucked?
Can I get a vibe check on the room?
Panic, a lot of panic, some pain, and then a little bit more panic.
I'm gonna wait on that. So I'll just dash
Okay.
and
All the way up.
I want to be like in between them.
Okay.
Oh, we never talked about this. I'm assuming I don't have my quarterstaff or shield.
Unless you would have brought it and like stashed it or anything. Okay.
That is what I figured. Which,
The gnoll gives you kind of you get an odd look from the gnoll.
I can't do it on this turn, but would you allow me to shillelagh my horns?
Fuck it, let's do it. I may be setting a precedent here, but we're gonna go with it nonetheless.
It's a
Shillelagh
good
the
one.
horns.
They are natural, so Aster.
Lily.
I don't know what to do.
No one does.
This wall is blown out like that, so you can probably even see like part of a head and like some hands like looking to try to continue to pull over it.
Okay.
The door you came in would be out that way.
Does it look like the guys running this way are gonna probably do something to Balric at all, or how does Ball look? Like, did I
If you want to give me an insight roll.
see? Insight. That's 11.
11. They're running forward. You're not able to tell if they're gonna just bypass Balric or not. But Balric looks like he's taking his stand.
Does you have your weapon out? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Does
not in
anybody
like a
else
stabbing position.
Have a
though.
weapon out?
I don't
Does-
really carry any.
Of your group, no. Most of the guards have them out at this point, but
What would she do? I don't. Alright, I'm gonna take a chance here and pull out my gun,
okay.
point it at those big boys,
Yeah.
like the gnoll, and just go, hey, ugly!
Okay.
Stay where you are. Don't move. Just hold it like this.
This is how you know you're serious.
Give me throw an intimidation roll on there. And you've got a gun, so I'll even let you do it at advantage.
Fuck yeah, I got a gun.
Aster's got a gun. I don't want to think too much. I don't want to get.
You're learning.
It can learn.
Oh, thank
That's
God
the
for
fight.
advantage. Intimidation 16.
16.
Oh, thank you for the raid. Oh my God.
The gnoll is like, oh shit, she's got a gun. And he looks like he's gonna try to get behind the bugbear.
Yeah, just pointing at either of them, just being like,
Okay.
don't move muscle.
Okay.
And I guess I will. Does that count as an action?
No, depending on what you can still do more. If you
Alright,
want
I would
to.
just I don't want to actually pull back the chamber at all, but I will hold a gunshot.
So if they do move, you're
If
gonna
they-
shoot.
If there's any funny business, yeah.
Okay. So we're holding an action for funny business.
Yes.
Okay. So This guard is gonna see this going on, and he's gonna move this way. And he's gonna look at the three of you, and he's gonna kind of turn from you. Drop your weapons. And the bugbear just kind of laughs at him. You see this one try to grab the king, and the king does not seem like he's willing to leave without his sister. He calls for a guard to come over. The guard starts making his way over towards him. And this guard will forcibly start to pull the king away.
Oh, there's just like his sister there.
And then that's these guys. So you can actually...
Is there funny business?
There is funny business. That bugbear is going to take a swing at that guard.
Okay.
Get down from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The guard's not expecting it.
take a shot at the dude that went for the guard.
Okay.
15.
A 15 is going to hit. And he is also going to hit.
Can I call out to the guard? Look out, he's got long arms.
Unfortunately, a little too late.
Damn.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Yeah.
It looks like your shot comes in kind of just in time as he swings out towards this guard. Your shot catches him kind of right about here and spins him a bit, so it only ends up as a glancing blow off of the guard. Only, catches him a little bit, but you definitely did more out of the two there.
Good.
He's gonna look at you and snarl and start moving towards you.
Oh, fuck.
And then the gnoll is gonna move up on the guard. And is going to hit him for... Ooh, he lays a net, just comes in with a long sword, two-handed, and just slashes right at the guard. And the guard, still a little bit taken off, he's looking kind of rough.
Oh, fuck.
And that will bring back Gideon.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Rawl should get up. He's going to disengage. And he is going to attempt to hide in some people running away. Okay. You lose sight of Rawl a little bit in a group.
Yeah.
And Gideon, you're up.
I'm gonna move up to the queen, the sister.
Okay.
So if you recall, I had my unseen servant out.
Yes.
Had an hour passed by this point? It's fine if it has. I'm just curious.
You're probably just about at that point. So you maybe this turn will probably be probably the only turn you'll be able to do anything with it.
I'm of two minds. Gideon is of two minds right now about doing something. Fuck, this is really, really challenging. Okay. How many people are looking at the sister?
It's tough to say. Probably not a ton. There was a lot of shouting. You would say probably most attention is focused like here and here. You're probably in the view of everybody on this side who's looking towards the action, but your guess is you're probably not the primary focus right now.
Cool.
Except for this guard who's running towards you. He's definitely looking at you.
Fuck, that changes everything.
No, does it? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's fine. And you know what? I'm going to lean into plan B.
Okay.
I'm going to try and stop her bleeding, stabilize her with, like...
You try to do like a medicine check?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
19.
19.
Yeah.
You go through and you're able to, what you think is going to slow it down, but you see where the shot is and the kind of spreading out from the wound. There's kind of like dark tendrils that are kind of moving underneath the skin. So like you can see like veins and stuff like that kind of moving out from where the wound was.
Is it like actively happening in front of me, or is it just there already?
It's there already. You probably see like a little like small one kind of start to form off that wasn't there. Is what actually gives you the indication as you're kind of putting pressure on because it's still leaking a bit more than you're expecting.
This is probably too much to ask, but does it seem like poison to me?
There's definitely something foreign in here.
Cool. I can't fix that.
Okay.
So, the last thing I'd do then is to bonus action have my unseen servant grab a knife off a table and walk it in my direction.
Okay.
Well, shit.
And that's my turn.
How far can the unseen servant be?
You can mentally command the servant to move up to 15 feet and interact with an object.
Okay. Alrighty. So your servant moves, and that's the end of your turn, so... Nadia.
Okay. Could I make it to the sister from where I am? 30 feet?
Not with a single move, no. 1,
Okay,
2,
so then-
3, 4, 5, 6 would get you to about there.
Okay. So then I'm going to look at the dude that is currently threatening my girl Aster. And I'm going to dissonant whispers from 60. Yeah, that's a 60-foot range.
Okay.
You have to make a wisdom saving throw. 15.
Nope.
Yes.
Oh.
Save me, Nadia.
So that's 3d6 psychic damage. Oh my gosh!
Oh, honey.
8?
8. You, this bugbear steps up to you, and you just kind of hear this slight melody come in, and he just kind of starts racking at his ears and grabbing his head, and you see a little bit of blood start to trickle out, and he looks obviously pained. He's
It's like full like Lord of the Rings, like from across the river, just whispering.
Nice. You see Nadia make this just horrific face as she whispers something in his ear.
Oh, it also needs to use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
No,
If it moves, it was in melee range with me.
he wasn't.
He was.
Yeah, no. He was
just has
he was
reach.
within his
He's
melee
using his
range of you,
arms.
but not your melee range of him.
Long
And
He has long arms.
Yeah, which would have meant you could shoot him without.
he goes over the wall.
Parkour. He uses his long.
You
arms
hear,
to
"What the hell?"
Over.
And then
You saved me. Thank you so much.
and then from across the room, I'm gonna shout at Aster. You got this! Bardic inspiration.
Hell yeah! It's a
Okay.
D6.
Yes.
Hey, it's the
I
monk.
had an idea too.
I love getting all the inspiration.
I'm gonna go like a little bit towards them.
Okay.
Leave her. Go. And I'm gonna make my other like movement towards Balric and Aster, and be like, "Come on, there's too many. Let's go."
Okay.
And then I'll I think I can take a defensive position, unless that counts as an action. What I just did, probably that's probably an action.
No, you just moved and talked. I wouldn't say that would be
Okay,
would be
then
your
I'll
action.
use my action to do the defensive stance. I
To
think
dodge?
Yeah. Dodge.
Okay. So you take the dodge action. I don't think I have a dodge thing in here.
No.
Balric. Oh. No.
Where, I'm sure we would have been conveyed this information, but where is our escape?
As you're thinking about it, with the look that Noel gave you, like as you stood in front of him, it was kind of like, why are you in my way? Like, we're not on. He did not look aggressive to you. Like, it was like, I'm gonna go past you, get out of my way. What's your intelligence again? Give me an intelligence roll. because it was never actually conveyed.
That would be a 13.
13. It's not very big because you didn't bring a lot of cages, but there is a hole in the back wall.
Some bitch.
It comes up to probably about like your waist.
I think we're supposed to.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Fog Cloud on that point
On here?
on the wall
Okay.
and start making my way towards it.
How far does that spread in the first turn?
20-foot radius sphere.
Damn. Okay.
Unless there's high winds of at least 10 miles per hour.
No. You
It's really
you see
blustery,
Balrek
right?
reach his hand out and just fog just billows out, like almost basically right up to you. And there's just this cloud of fog covering this whole section here.
Neat trick.
You hear yell, this wasn't part of the plan!
Use it.
And I will make my way over there.
Okay.
No, wait,
Downtown.
Copyright.
It wasn't long enough.
And you see Balrek run into the fog.
Probably go like one off.
Okay.
Just because we've seen people come in.
That's fair. Aster.
I'm gonna use my movement to go towards the wall,
Okay.
but I would like to hold my action.
Once you basically moved a step, you are in the fog, so you're going to have a hard time seeing anything outside
Okay,
of
so
it.
then, like, I have 30 feet, so could I use movement to, like, step back out of it?
You could even have not gone in there if you
Yeah,
want.
just on the edge of it, just
So
to...
it literally, it's a 20, you put it here, so it comes out to here.
Okay,
like you're
yeah.
right at the edge.
So I'll move as close as I can without, like, not seeing anything.
I'd say you could probably be about here, probably
Right.
one square inside.
I would like to hold my action to move, waiting for Nadia and Gideon.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you're basically going to hold it, hold like a dash action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is them. He's gonna beat up on that guard. Somebody's gonna make it over the wall this turn. And like right beside you, this hobgoblin's gonna step out and just kind of look at you, see the garb, and then just kind of continue to walk that way. Then a dwarf comes out on the other side of you. Your spell doesn't stay. Like it's just they basically run away for one turn for Dissonant Whispers.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Double check that. Oh, I'm holding the card. The duration. Oh, it just says instantaneous.
Okay, so he basically just ran away for there. Okay. There.
God.
Oh no.
And this guard's going to. He's gonna look at you. He's gonna kind of come up with a sword drawn. Get away from her.
I'm helping.
Fine. Help me lift her. And he's gonna try to pick her up.
I guess I'm kind of stuck in it, aren't I?
Okay. You gonna help him lift her?
For now.
Okay. So he'll lift her up and he'll start to move away. Not very.
Yeah. Fuck. Just one hotty fuck. Is it my turn now, or is it?
Yes, it is your turn.
Oh.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Just a dumpster fire.
What do you want me to do? King is the king long, like out of view now?
He would probably be a little ways away, but not much further. He was until he sees once you see he sees the guard pick up his sister, he kind of relaxes, but he's fighting this guard like, let me go. I said let me go. I am the king.
Okay. As I'm helping her helping lift her, I'm gonna like brush the arm of the guard, cast friends, and say, I helped saved her life, and then I'm gonna run away.
You did, thank you. Okay. 4, 5.
Just covering my bases here, Cameron, right?
Are you just kind of heading straight towards where Aster was, or are you going to try to like loop around?
No, I'm gonna head directly into where I was told to head.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I want to inspire. Who's still furthest away? Is it
Nadia.
Nadia.
Oh, she's over there. Yeah, she is. I'm gonna inspire Nadia. Light this way, Lightfoot. Yeah, take an inspiration. That's what it.
All right, Nadia, you're up. You see Balric help the queen's sister into the guard's arm and just Gideon, and then just takes off.
Quite the feat.
It would be.
I run.
4, 5,
Like-
6. Are you gonna do the full dash?
Yeah, full dash.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow, she jumped over me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I imagine it more of like a cartwheel through your space.
Oh.
She just grabs you and you both spin at the same time. And she keeps running.
Dexterous
Throws you.
as
I've never been danced with before.
Maul.
Oh, I thought they were before me.
No, you guys all rolled better than all of the enemies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, before that actually happens. I'm sorry. There
Yeah,
is.
so I was just saying, there was things happening before me, so I thought that was the sequence.
Could I have used, since the both of them moved, could I use my action to move since I was holding that?
Yes. Yeah. So you're gonna get to here. Are you gonna try to go over?
Oh. Thanks,
Give me a vibes roll.
yeah. Oh no.
That's
My
what I'll be
negative
screwed.
1.
Oh.
Scraw!
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a 9 total.
You scrape your way
wipe out.
going across. You're probably gonna end up prone on the other side.
Fall into the arms of a bugbear.
And there,
Long arms.
a bugbear that cannot hear you, and just a thud on the other side of the wall.
Damn, dude, that was deep.
Yeah. Back where you had seen the dragon marked houses, you see a bunch of figures just kind of bamf back in. The three figures from before, along with 4 guards, all very, very well dressed and armored.
Oh boy.
And they're going to take up a spot here, and then the other 2 are gonna go with the dragon mark houses towards the king.
Okay. And then that's everything?
This guard dies.
Oh.
And these guys start moving up. I knew there were more people.
This whole thing just went like such a weird.
It went all tits up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh no! And I'm gonna keep running.
Oh no! And I run.
7, 8. That's your movement. So you could probably clear the wall if you wanted to.
Yeah, I on my way by, hurry up! And
Give me an athletics roll.
can I argue for acrobatics?
I mean, make your argument.
Parkour, man!
Okay.
There's a powerful argument.
14.
14. You are able to get up there, and fortunately it's foggy, so people don't see how it's not super graceful. But you're able to land it. You know, it's one of those like
Does he land on me?
step to landing.
What
Like-
about this is graceful so far?
That's fair. You're just kind of like standing like this, and you're like, where the hell's Aster? Oh, there's Aster.
Ow!
And like right,
You made it.
right between, like you've got like 1 foot like on one side of her legs and one on the other side, just like, and then there's like a bugbear right here.
Do your job, and then I'm gonna step out of the side.
Okay. Sorry.
Doesn't even help me up.
Balrek.
Alright, so you can't see shit thanks to me.
You're the best.
Yeah.
Guess I'm just gonna move and try and get over the wall for now.
All right.
1.
Oh, honey.
Hold on. Hold on. To 1.
All right. I'll let you pick Aster, high or low.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. I need a deck save from you.
See, I would argue with a 1, he wouldn't even make it over the wall. One of those where his foot slips and he just hits his chin.
It's way more fun to take more of you down.
19.
19. You are able to get out of the way, and you've now got kind of Balric going this way, Aster going this way, and you're kind of in like this V between two people.
Olé.
Important distinction, I would have done my best to fall on my back.
On your back?
Yes.
Okay.
Even though I...
Go full
Does he
turtle.
land on me? If
You
I
are on
fell
your
from-
stomach.
Oh,
You roll the 1.
bitches.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
That, please.
You, as you fall, you can feel him like skitter.
He made his deck save.
You rolled a natural 20 on his deck save.
Oh,
He's just like, you can feel him like on your back. He's like, oh, be careful, Balric.
As I'm falling over, you're like, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay, so the squirrel is safe, and it's Aster's turn.
Oh, am I...
You're
He didn't-
prone.
He didn't land on top of me though, right?
No.
Okay. Whew. I'm gonna use half my movement to get up,
Okay.
dust myself off, dust my britches as it were.
You have a bugbear like in your grill piece.
Uh,
He smells a little bit. Like it's just like heavy breathing and like wet fur.
dog.
Does he see me?
You can both kind of vaguely make each other out right now.
You're all just shapes in the wind.
I'm just gonna say we're cool, right?
I'm actually kind of hot.
Oh, I thought he was commenting on like my appearance or
No.
something, or his appearance. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go.
Okay.
Action run as well.
All right. So you make your way off. You start heading down. As you get to the end of your movement, you're gonna actually start moving down a slope towards back down towards the city. There's not a whole lot,
Out
but
of the fog.
you are out of the fog.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn around and wait to make sure everybody's.
Okay. Gideon?
Oh.
Oh, wait, yes. Guards are going to move in. This guy's going to move off. These guys are going to move in here. And that'll be the end of their turn. You can probably hear a little bit of the three that have made over. You can hear some commotion and some yelling. Probably see a couple flashes of light as one of the guards actually pulls out a wand and casts at one of the.
Right, well, get going when the going's good.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna run.
You gonna run?
Like a lot.
All right. Give me an athletics to get over.
Yeah, you got it. It's a 10.
10. You are just able to make it over.
And graceful! Oh!
Anything else as you make it over? Or just running?
If it were possible to, like, have dragged Nadia a couple extra feet together to the wall while I was on my way, I would have done that. But if not, then there was nothing else.
Probably not now.
That's fine. Then yeah, I'd just keep running and that's my turn. Until I get out of fog. Then I'd wait for Nadia.
Okay. So, you're probably, like, you're like here, you're like here. You're probably just out. You probably just cleared the fog.
Okay, perfect.
I will also run, but while I'm in the cover of fog, I'm going to change into a dwarven man.
That's fantastic. Okay.
Flaming red hair.
Okay. See a dwarven man with flaming red hair come over the wall.
How about that?
And you just start making your way out, and there's a dwarven man who just kind of comes out huffing.
I just feel like, you?
Let's go, you smarmy bastard!
That's her.
Okay.
If you will allow me, once I see everyone come through, I'll drop the fog cloud.
All right, you're gonna drop fog cloud.
Yeah.
Okay. He's standing up here, just so. Okay.
Oh no.
Maul, you just gonna run?
where is this path? Like, where are we?
You are kind of at the back, and you're heading down basically towards like the main part of the city. You're going to be towards more of like the far eastern wall of the city. So you'll be from where you were at the Golden Dragon. You'll be probably about another like 10 minutes east of that. So you're coming up to like the far side of the city. You know where you're going. You could head straight down, but like you're at the very back corner of the city, basically.
Just real quick to the group. Golden Dragon?
Golden Dragon.
Golden Dragon. And
Okay.
I'll
You're gonna start heading that way. Okay. Are you staying with the group, or are you using your full movement?
I'll move and like my just base movement, and then action.
Okay.
Hold action.
So you're gonna get up there and wait with Aster then?
Yeah, hold
Okay.
action in case somebody decides to like do something, and then like I'll throw a knife if I have to.
Okay. Is anybody else doing
Being
anything
aggressive
as you're
as-
for
Yeah.
getting ready to run away?
As I'm running, I want to disguise self.
Okay, so you're gonna change.
Yeah, and I think I want to look like kind of a decently dressed half-elf guy.
I don't have a decently dressed.
We can
half-elf
just
guy.
use the same piece, it's fine.
Decently dressed half-elf guy.
Did we put these outfits over our clothes, or did we like? Are these just straight up our clothes?
What did you do?
Would you have tried to put them over your clothes, or would you have? You probably wouldn't be able to do your duster unless you had your duster on the outside.
What would she have done? Hold on. Yeah, she wore just these and nothing else.
Okay.
As we're running, I'm stripping.
Okay.
Just a dwarven man in his underwear.
Fantastic. Okay. So you're all just running at this point? Okay. You get down towards where there are buildings. You can see what looks to be like some guards kind of moving through the streets up towards the castle. Are you guys doing anything other than like? Are you actually trying to be like non-discreet? Trying to be discreet. I mean, you two are fine.
Do they look like they're like heading up there because they heard the news?
Probably.
Okay, okay. As we pass them, I'm just gonna be like, somebody shot the king and they're stealing clothes, and I'm running.
Run from the clothes stealers!
We'll get them.
Protect your knickers.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So you're gonna kind of dart your way through the city. You're maybe about 2 streets from the Golden Dragon when you hear another explosion further in the city.
Fuck.
We're all together now?
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere we can like slow down a little bit? And
Like an alley?
A side alley?
Yeah. You probably duck into an alley.
I think I would just like signal if anybody's looking.
Wait. I don't think I would have had my backpack or anything, huh? Oh, I don't even have like a second outfit. Okay.
So you duck into an alley. You're all panting a bit. You can definitely hear some commotion. There's some yelling from a little bit further in. It's kind of muffled from this distance, so you really can't make out what they're saying. But you can probably see some smoke kind of rising up in the city.
What did we do?
I'm gonna take off the performers. I have my clothes under. They're not like super billowy. So
Okay,
I
so
can
yeah,
fit them probably.
you basically it's like you're under, like it's underclothes for it basically.
Obviously, I don't have my big coat, but
Okay.
Should I get rid of the clothes?
Do you have anything else to wear?
No, but I don't mind being.
That will draw more attention.
Okay.
Scratching
as I
my
was just-
hairy belly.
Fantastic.
Oh god.
Okay.
Was that a second explosion was supposed to go off? What was that?
no idea.
Can we tell where in the city it came from? I've been in the city for a while. Can I make
Same.
any check to?
Intelligence rolls.
Did it sound like it came from the direction where we stashed the cages?
No, you actually would have came past that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 12.
12?
14.
14?
Sorry, 13.
It sounds kind of like the main part of the city. Bunch of businesses that way.
Pastry shop.
No, pastry shop would be a little bit more this way. It would be down by like Chartreuse's blacksmith, House Thrash, and a couple other small shops.
We're just gonna latch
I'm
onto
not
it.
gonna say anything.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Don't know what it is, and frankly, it's not any of our problems. Let's keep going.
We need to get out of here. Run. Get our things and
Absolutely.
go.
Let's go.
Like the city.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go.
Okay.
Now that since we had like a second to slow down, can we try and blend in a little bit more? Rather
Yeah.
than full sprint, can we like... Everybody with me on that?
Oh, you sweet summer child. I cannot do that.
If you all want to give me
You're right.
either stealth or deception, depending on whether you're trying to stay more out of sight or just kind of blend into the crowd.
I'm going to go deception
Okay.
Same.
and make myself look like some sort of
You
vagrant.
two, because you're not, unless you're somebody that you know from here, if they're just kind of like an amalgamation, then give yourself advantage for
Oh,
the deception.
Ooh, even if I'm a naked, redheaded dwarf.
No,
man?
you're gonna be just flat.
Okay.
The nudity offers disadvantage to the advantage.
He's wearing his knickers.
13 for me.
You know how dwarfs are though. Those aren't doing a whole lot.
No, they're really not,
20,
especially when they're made for
21.
a small person. Fucking where's deception?
I think Balric would just run.
You just run.
Yep.
Okay.
16?
I stick with Balric then.
Okay.
16.
All right. So the three of you are moving. Start moving out kind of quietly. Balric and Wall just start running down through alleyways.
I'm gonna see if there's like a bottle in a trash can I can grab.
Oh.
Just
Yes.
yeah, I'm just gonna hold it and just be like, like holding on to.
There's actually there's some wine in it too.
Yeah. Oh.
I'd be trying to look as annoyed and grossed out as possible.
Okay.
The direction we're going,
Yes.
would the House Civis place be there?
No,
on
you
the
would
way?
have to go.
All right, no, never.
You would have
mind.
to go towards the boom. A little
Yeah, away from the boom.
Okay.
Please, thank you.
bit. So you two are just running.
Yeah.
You notice flying monkeys fly past as you're running. They're just kind of like.
Jeez.
Oh, the monkey.
Just real quick.
Oh god.
Everyone just stops.
Where we
and
going, Ball?
stares.
The golden dragon.
There you go.
Okay. So you two would get there first. There's the figures that you saw appear while you're out there. You would probably recognize them now with actual house tabards on. There's a house the Knife Guard outside of the Gold Dragon. As the two of you approach. Names?
Balric Thornhide.
And he pulls out a small thing inside.
Ball.
Go. Okay. So you step in. The three of you are kind of making your way around, and you see them step in past the guard in the distance, but there is a guard at the door of the Golden Dragon.
Fuck.
Oh, this isn't good.
Outfit as
Turn it inside out. Allie, inside out.
well. Okay, I'll go strip down and turn it inside out.
Okay.
Back
I'll
on.
come with.
Okay, so you're able to quickly flip everything inside out. It's a little bit weird. There's like all sorts of like tassels and stuff like rubbing against you.
As she's doing that, I'm just like ripping, like I'm ripping your shirt up and like making it all like and then I'm gonna take the wine and
Can
spill
you
some
see
on you.
my skin if you rip up the shirt?
No, I'm just like tearing
Oh, okay, 'cause
the
I was gonna say purple versus red.
yeah. Those are the bruises.
So mostly you smell slightly like grapes, but mostly like vinegar.
Ooh, yeah.
What on earth do you have?
The half-filled bottle of wine that's been sitting outside all
We're
day.
improvising here, and I'm taking
Okay.
like dirt and I'm smearing it on your.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. So
Maybe I'll try and do the talking on this one.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
you get up to the door. Names?
Faola Thorngage and my inebriated buddies are with me.
They're both with you.
Yes, they are. I travel with an entourage, you know.
Go inside.
Thank you. I'm just gonna walk right by. Come on, drunk one.
You got a nice ass, you.
Don't listen to him. He says that's anything with a pair of pants on.
Aster looks at his butt. Is it actually nice?
He's in good shape. He is a trained mercenary.
As I pass,
I agree.
I'm gonna lean in and go like, "You smell like my daddy."
There's an obvious look of discomfort. You get inside. As you came in, Elle looks at the two of you and just kind of gives you like a nod, like you two should go upstairs. Get out of there. And like,
Oh, I mean, there was no chance. I was
yeah,
like,
there's definitely some looks like people are inside, just kind of like all sitting around their tables, like something's going on. I don't know what to do.
Can I go over? Are we inside?
You would get in like you would see Ball and Maul up at the top of the stairs as you got inside, and as you come in, Elle's gonna look at you and be like, what the? And then she sees you, Aster, and so
Hi.
get in.
At your service.
Upstairs.
I thought so.
Can I pull out my little book real quick, and write down, just message me with the mine as soon as you can. Fold it, give it to her, and say, "Can you give this to Amada when you see him as soon as possible, please?"
I will send somebody over immediately.
Thank you.
And she takes it, and she kind of and the goblin, oh not the goblin, the halfling's attention is, and he snaps his fingers and you're clean.
Do I not smell like vinegar anymore?
You do not.
Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna throw up in the corner.
Oh my God.
Okay. You throw up, and he's just kind of like, we have buckets. Upstairs.
Who needs a
please."
bucket when you can do that? Come on, Ernesto, let's go.
You where are you? Just heading to you guys' room?
Yeah, I guess. Just
Okay.
out of instinct.
You go in and
I'll actually.
what will you actually do?
I will actually kind of like make sure all of my things are in my like bag.
Well, they actually are.
Can we give you inspiration?
I don't think so.
Damn.
We could try.
Keep your inspiration. I've already almost killed some of you guys.
Fine,
You really want
I
more?
don't want to give you my inspiration anyways.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so you're up in your rooms. The three of you head upstairs.
Immediately start like changing into my
Okay.
my clothes.
Yeah, I'm gonna change and pack.
Yeah, same.
Is there a wash basin in the room at all?
Yeah.
I would like to try to scrub off the paint and like try to scrub my hair so it goes back to indigo, since it's just charcoal
Oh.
in it.
Okay, yeah. You're able to get a
Prestidigitation.
good.
Oh,
I'll just press a digitation in.
Okay.
thank you.
Alright, could you spend one for me too?
What's it worth to you? I'm kidding, of course, Ernesto.
And I drop.
Okay.
She died.
Oh, what have I done?
That prestidigitation's really strong.
I cleaned her out.
I don't feel so good.
Oh my God.
Mr. Stark, please.
Oh no.
You just bleached my insides.
And the campaign's over.
See you later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna like change quickly and then try to pack, but he's clearly freaking out right now.
Okay.
you'll see Pat just come out and start chittering at Balrek. You're shaking. What's wrong?
I'm like not even hearing him.
you'll see him like kind of like move up onto Balric's like horn and just kind of like do like one of those like tapping things and like taps on his head.
Okay.
Pulling a ratatouille.
And just kind of like he'll move down and just kind of sit on the corner of the bed and just watch Balric pack. Just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I'm a squirrel.
Hey, Ball. Breathe.
You probably hear like
Slower.
Okay.
I'm packed and
All right.
ready.
Yeah, I would change
reload
into-
my gun as well.
I would change into the ropes that I normally wear, and pack up all the things of key importance
Okay.
into my sack and be ready to go. Because I have run before, I can do it again.
Okay.
Hey Gideon, can I take some of your clothes too?
Just the ones I don't wear.
Okay.
That's very few of them.
If you're
That one
leaving
may-
them, you're not wearing them.
You don't know that.
So
There could be
he-
two of me.
Takes you about 5 minutes to pack. Takes the two of you probably about 10 or 15 minutes to pack. You're packed pretty quick, and then the two of you kind of go into back and forth.
There's a montage. It's just an 80 movies montage. We're trying on different outfits.
Throwing him. Aster's in the other room, folding them, putting them in a suitcase as you throw them out of the closet.
I'm rolling them up, like stuffing them into my bag.
You two are done fairly. You're done fairly quickly. I don't think you really have a whole lot either.
No, but I'm like kind of unpacking everything, make sure I have everything in a not efficient manner.
Okay. It would
Yeah.
probably take you like almost 20 minutes to get 20 minutes, half an hour to get everything all packed together. You're all packed in separate rooms.
Okay.
That's ominous.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I would want to grab Nadia and head to Balric's room.
Same.
Okay.
I am now a tall white man.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay as the half elf for now.
Okay. So Miss McConnell and a half elf.
Can I grab the hat that Nadia gave me and think real hard?
Oh
Try to turn myself into my mama.
Oh.
no.
Okay. You think really, really hard. Would you have packed up any of your mirrors?
There's always mirrors, but I
Okay.
can't fit them all.
Does not seem to be working.
Nadia.
Am I in this room?
She's busy.
You're probably like leaving the room as this is going on.
What? What's up?
This hat doesn't work.
Did you attune to it properly?
No.
Well, what did I say? I just leave.
I keep forgetting.
While waiting for Balric after I did my, which was pretty quick, I'm at the door, harpoon very ready.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Oh god.
So there's a knock on your door.
I don't say anything.
Okay.
I'm coming in, Balric. I'm coming in.
You recognize the voice.
Can I, when I was putting my stuff on, can I have put the gun belt and the gun inside the duster?
Yeah. So the
I just realized I shot it in plain sight, and it's a very flashy gun.
okay.
I don't know.
So it's not like you're not necessarily wearing it. You just got it like tucked away, or are you wearing it just
I
inside
have
the duster?
the gun belt and stuff. It's just on the inside. Instead
Okay,
of the
that's
outside.
fine. As you're coming out, Elle's coming up the stairs, and she has kind of like a very like, I don't know how to tell you this. I'm not gonna be able to get that message to Amata, I don't think.
Why not?
My courier said that something happened at House Thrash because the building was on fire. It looked like the lower windows
What?
had been blown out. He claimed that he almost got mauled by a bear while he was over there. He seems a little bit terrified.
Was he alive though?
He wasn't able to get in there. They weren't letting anybody close. I'm sorry. I will if I can hear something. I will let you know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And she's like, I assume you were all packing.
Yeah.
Okay. And she pulled out a scroll. And if you need help or somewhere to stay, let me know. And she hands you a scroll, and she heads down the hallway to her room.
Thank you.
Good luck.
I'm assuming it's a scroll sending.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the two of you probably would have heard this as you're knocking on the door about to open it. And as you swing it open, there's Maul standing there with a harpoon, just
I'm like to the side.
Oh, to the side.
So,
okay.
Like as soon as someone comes in, like. Kind of deal. But like I heard your voice, so.
I just imagine you standing there still very ominously though.
Oh yeah, like as soon as you come in, you see like you out of the corner of your eye, just like sharp spear.
I would
me
just be like, it's me, Gideon.
Get in.
Yes, all right. Yes, just put the weapon down.
Nope.
Gideon's hands go up as soon as the door goes open. Kind of tucks in.
Oh my God, Gideon, just go.
I'm going.
Did that sound like Nadia?
Yes. Oh.
Yes, it sounds like Nadia, but I look like sort of like you, Mom, but different, very, very different.
Maul looks like Mitch
Happier.
McConnell.
No.
It was like a young man.
Yes, I know. I know we're similar to politics, so I knew that it would bug you a little.
Muppet mouth.
Mitch McMonnell.
Oh.
All right, I'm tendering my resignation.
Okay.
I'll try to go into the room.
All right, so you're all packed into Maul and Balric's room. Balric's putting the last few things away. He pulls something out, puts something else back in, pulls that back out.
I just walk over there and I take his hands and I use his hands to fucking put everything back in the fucking bag and I tie up his bag and I put it on him. Let's go.
Okay.
What if words?
I'm like peering out the window and seeing
Wouldn't
how far
it
that
look
drop is.
suspicious if we left
18
like
feet.
now?
Like
Yeah.
you're on you're on the second floor. The downstairs has got a little bit of a raised ceiling, and it's about a normal height wall, or a normal height window, so about 15 to 18 feet.
Okay, that's not too
You
bad.
can't leave just yet.
Why?
Literally what the naive one just said.
Hey.
Suspicious? Didn't you just go up and fucking fuck with him?
Oh, you mean the shooter?
Yeah.
Who I announced and said, hey, this is the shooter, announcing that us as a party were against the shooter.
And they did see me helping the sister, whatever her name is.
I also shot the bugbear.
Exactly.
But
If they do come, we have several
that's
alibis.
why I did what I did. They'll think I'm a friend, if anything. That might come to bite me in the ass, but whatever. I do think we should wait until it has died down a little and sneak on under cover of darkness. It is dark right now, right?
It's getting towards dark.
Oh, okay.
Did
We should
you-
wait till dark to go.
Did you say to the group that Elle would have like a carriage or something for us, or is that just as a Fayola thing?
I think I said that in front of everyone.
I thought that was part of your conversation that she made you forget.
She did make me forget a bunch of stuff, and I think that was part of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. There's none of that planned, but
We also didn't stop the assassination attempt. We did what we were supposed to do, cause a distraction. So we upheld Flint's part of the bargain.
Sure. Perfect. Yeah, sure. You
He's-
don't think he's going to still be upset? And weren't you the one who said
About
that it
what?
was more dangerous to be on Flint's bad side than the fucking king?
you did
We
draw
did.
attention to
We were
Ron.
supposed to. There was nothing about that. I covered our bases.
You think that's
We
gonna
caused the
bother him?
distraction with Flint. Yeah, I think it will. He can replace Rawl.
I can't argue with that. Fine.
Okay.
So what is it you seem to know Mr. Flint very well? What is it you say we do?
Wait,
How long?
we'll see.
Well, my vote is we wait for the cover of darkness and then we leave.
Are there
We
any?
get out of the city.
Are there any like secret ways out of the city? Like you would have to know, right?
Give me.
I don't mind trudging through some sewers.
If there's anybody I can help with this, I've been getting information from people in the city for a little while.
You know of. You do know of a couple ways out. I mean, you probably know a guy that could get you out by sea. That one's a little bit dicey because you've got to get down towards the docks to do that.
Sure, but that would probably be like risky but higher reward, like more likely we would get out.
Yeah, like once you're outside of the bay, there's real like it's like international waters and nobody can really fucking do anything to you. You do know of a sewer grate. It's gross. You could probably do it. Balrek and Gideon, it's going to be a little bit tight for them. It's kind of small near the end. Other than that, you probably know a couple like sneaky ways to like one of the smaller gates that might not be as well guarded.
Okay.
That one's kind of a gamble. The sewer one,
Middle ground.
yeah.
Right. I know a few ways.
Okay.
What do you suggest?
The small gate will have guards. It's the least likely to get out, but pretty inconspicuous. The sewer gets a little tight, but not too bad. And then the riskiest one, with the best outcome, we'd have to go down to the dock. But if we succeed, we're gone.
Well, I'm really not all for getting dirty in the sewer.
I was told not to go down to the docks, though.
Unaccompanied, right?
Sure.
Because I'd go with you any day.
Good, great advice.
How exactly how high risk?
Well, the docks are owned by Flint.
Well, that is exceptionally high risk.
The smuggler down there is
Right now, everyone's
Pretty
attention is
not on the
diverted.
docks.
Yes.
And the smuggler, you give him money, he doesn't give a fuck.
How much money?
To get all of you out, you're probably looking at like 40, 50 gold.
40, 50 gold for all of us. Not each, for all.
I'm not terribly liquid right now.
That's gonna be like a with that, as you tell them that you will probably be like in like the lower berthing with like crates, but like
Sure, yeah, we're gonna be in like storage.
Well, if I get in there, I can always talk my way up. It's what I do.
Same, me too. We're both very persuasive.
In between the two of us, anything can get done, really.
I have a little bit of money.
I have a tiny bit.
I
I have 14 I can
Some.
spare.
I have quite a bit. Why'd you laugh at that?
Of course you do.
What is that supposed to mean? Why are you ignoring me?
You have the most money, and you're the easiest to get it from. It just seemed,
It's usually how that works. That's why I find those people. Admit it, you love it. You miss those days.
I never stop living them. Let's talk.
You're right.
But for now, I think we wait.
At least until dark.
small.
But then I'd rather get out of there sooner than later.
I would also like to leave.
I wasn't sure if you remembered those.
I did, but I forgot to ask. Nadia, your blue wagon,
Yes.
and they have taken a few things. We could also sell that. Or trade it.
You took shit from the blue wagon?
Of course I did. You stuffed me in a
I'm
box full
I
of
am
gold.
so proud of you.
Oh my god.
Oh, our little man has all grown up.
Boy.
We can use blue wagon money to fund this. Let's go.
Yeah. In that case, I have 0 gold to spare.
I'm sorry. That was so fucking perfect. Like, oh, good job.
This isn't planned. This is just who we are.
That's really.
Okay, so you're planning to head to the docks?
Well, it depends on what people agree on. There's the small gate is the easiest to get to, but has risk because guards. The sewer is a middle ground. The docks are high risk, high reward.
I say that the docks are not even that high risk right now because everyone's attention is diverted and all the guards are going to be on high alert. So let's go there.
Sure, they still belong to Flint,
Sure, absolutely.
who doesn't leave his guards to go wherever they want.
That makes
He will
sense.
have people there.
The only ones.
I know a few of them though, but
Okay.
that doesn't actually say much.
You two are difficult to hide.
Why am I difficult to hide?
Because you're an asshole.
I'm so proud of you.
The asshole is one of the least seen things on a person.
That's not true.
Just saying.
In my experience,
Oh.
In a general society and not where you live.
I live here.
Yeah.
Welcome to my rooms.
Yep.
I vote dogs.
I'm with dogs. Balric, are you okay?
He's not.
Oh, wherever we decide.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to Balric and put my hand on his arm. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it?
Balric, you need to snap out of this. I know this is difficult, and you can have
We're
this.
not getting into this right now.
I just need to know that you're going to be able to get through this with us.
He'll get through it. You don't
Get
have
in.
to tell him to snap out of it.
All you gotta do is move.
I'll
That's what
I'll
we're going
hold
to do.
my hand out to Balric if you want to hold it.
We're for dogs.
Dogs.
Let's go.
Cool. Not yet. They're
Gonna-
still waiting.
Grab patches and
You don't think it'd be suspicious that
Give
like
it to Aster.
two of
Okay.
us aren't even us and I am
Are-
okay.
Are you leaving? Okay. And he'll just kind of climb up. He's like, ask her where's comfortable.
where's comfortable.
I'll pull my hair out of its braid and just like put it over my shoulder and just be like, right in there's fine.
Just kind of, it's just like a squirrel with like a head sticking up out of like the hair.
Right on my shoulder.
Yeah. He just kind of like tucks his head back so he's not easily seen.
That's how mom birds.
Okay. So you're gonna wait a little bit and then head for the docks.
That's the plan.
Okay.
I would like to stress eat my tiger fruit tart while we wait.
Okay. You have stress eaten a fruit tart.
How is it good? No, is it good?
It was good.
A week ago.
Probably not as good as it would have been if you weren't stress eating it, because the first few bites, like, they're probably not even actually on your tongue. It's just like your esophagus.
I am not eating. I am pacing and looking out the door. If there's like a people, I'm checking out the people.
Okay, pretty steadily.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
The
would-
entire time.
You see Elle make her way down the hall, dragging
A body.
foot locker behind her, like a trunk, and she heads down the stairs.
I'm gonna keep pacing.
Okay.
I'm holding my pack the entire time.
I'm going to be perched near the window, looking out and just waiting and watching. I look
Okay.
like the elf still.
You see two guards head down towards what you know to be like the main gate. You can kind of see it a little bit through like one of the alleyways, and then you see another two guards after that, maybe like 5 minutes later, head in the same direction.
Can I see in the docks direction at all from here?
No, you're on the wrong side of the building for that.
Cool.
I mean, you could go downstairs and maybe there's like a balcony that you could look out. It's kind of on the other side.
You know what? Since I still look like a half elf, I'm going to go find Elle.
Okay. You head, where would you head first?
She's usually downstairs near the bar, so I
Okay.
check there first.
You go down and she's talking to the halfling, and he, oh, okay, do what you need to do. And, she sees you come down. She nods for you to go over, and she kind of like pushes the foot locker kind of behind the.
Does she look like she's
Counter.
being, like, trying to hide it from me?
No, just trying to keep it out of the way. Like it's like there, and she pushes it in, and she's like, "What's wrong?"
Going for a trip?
The city, I think, is going to get kind of dicey. Maybe.
How do you
Yeah,
plan
you're
on
right.
getting out of here?
Bribes?
To whom? I mean, you
You-
grease the palms. Which palms are you greasing? Where are you going?
I have some friends. Do you need help getting out?
I'd like to have a backup plan.
I'm going to be heading up through the small gate. I know one of the guards. He's got a little bit of a gambling problem. So So
And how likely do you think that'll end in success?
for me, pretty well.
And what about for me? And my compatriots?
Getting all of you out, we can try. Do you have money?
Not much, but I've done so much for you lately. Surely
I
I need to call in a few favors.
I could front it for you. I have a little.
Can
I'll be a little
I
bit more.
insight check her?
Yeah.
Oh, not bad. Yeah, it's insight's fine. 19.
She definitely looks a bit nervous. She's definitely hiding something. You're not able to tell what, but she's being more evasive than she normally is with
I
you.
thought we agreed not to lie to each other in matters of the heart and escaping. What are you not telling me? Come on, it's little old me.
I'm nervous. You all came in here all messed up. I'm assuming you had a pretty big part in this.
We were just running for our lives, that's all. But you're right, the city is dangerous and we need to get out.
I will.
But I'm not sure I believe you.
What is your plan to get out?
Oh, well, we were hoping to go through the sewer.
It's smart to be careful. It's kind of narrow.
How narrow? Am I getting through there when I'm, bigger?
You're going to kind of pull yourself through.
I'm gonna have to get the oil, you're saying? Going to be like summer last year.
Between the water and the ship, I think you'll have plenty of lubricant, but...
God, that's not really the image I wanted, but it does remind me of a few things. And now, hypothetically, let's say... I mean, what are the options for the docks? How likely are we to survive there?
Yeah, I mean, if you know somebody, there's a couple smugglers that could probably get you out. Do you know anyone?
I'm sure I can find someone. Do you know anyone?
Yeah, he's kind of cagey, though, and I think he works for Flint. His name's Gregor.
Gregor.
Gregor, yes.
Cool. Ted doesn't have a pencil. Somebody want to write Gregor down?
I got you, fam.
Hey.
What?
She's like, listen, I will be going through the gate in about 13 minutes. If you are there, I can see what I can do, but I make no promises.
We're friends, right?
We are. Yeah.
Really? And you don't want to see me go down in trouble? You want to help me, right?
If I can, I would like to help you and your compatriots get out of here.
Cool, I'm going to insight check that one last thing.
Okay.
It's 13.
That felt truthful, but maybe there's an ulterior motive in there too.
Okay.
But not able to really pin down what it is.
Okay. Cool. And I may see you in 30 minutes, or I may never see you again. So.
Well, I'll be back here in about 2 weeks. I'm going away on a business trip to help looking at a new inn.
Good.
I gave Aster something to get a hold of me if you really need it.
Excellent. And good luck on your business trip. I'm going to give her a little kiss on the cheek and head back upstairs to these people.
Okay.
I am still at the door.
So I think I would assume that. So I'm going to knock at the door, be like, "It's me again. Please don't poke me." And then slowly open the door.
Think about it.
And
there is the slightest hesitation in it, and then it doesn't stab you.
I hate to complicate things, everyone, but I was just talking to Elle. She thinks there is a possibility she could get us out if we go through the gate.
Alright.
But I don't trust her 100%.
Why not?
Just something about her. People like her, not us. People like her tend to lie, and you don't always want to believe what they say. So, oh, what's that look for?
I just imagine like everybody just kind of like
Yeah.
head cocked, staring.
We're sticking to the plan.
All right, that's fine. Just covering some bases. But down at the dock, she did have a connection. She said named Gregor, though. Little skeevy.
You know him. You're like, no, don't go with that guy.
That guy's not good.
Good.
He's not the one.
Good. So all of my time wasting was quite literally time wasting. Perfect. I love to feel useful. It's fine.
Backup plan.
It is a backup plan, but we'd have to be there in 30 minutes.
Did anybody hear my conversation with her about House Thrashk?
These two probably would have heard it.
Alright, hey, Maul?
Yeah.
And Balric, I guess. If he's paying attention. So I try to get Elle to give Amada a message for me, because I still need the name of that mine. And, she said that her messenger couldn't get it to him because House Thrash was on fire.
Alright.
Do you think he's still alive?
I don't know.
She also said something about a bear.
Yeah, I mean, Bard did send the animals down there. Bears don't tend to light things on fire, though.
Well,
They did have those collars.
They weren't in place, so I doubt they got whatever magic word they needed.
She said, quote, my friend almost got attacked by a bear.
Yes, the bear was still alive. Nothing to do with them.
And you did see the flying monkeys.
Yeah, we saw the flying monkeys. They were fine, too.
When did you see the flying monkeys?
While you were bull rushing your way back to here. The animals are fine.
Where is this ship gonna take us if we go out?
Wherever it's going.
How much time has passed?
Probably about like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
An eternity.
Like you're watching the clock, it does take forever.
The sun is setting at this point, so it is definitely, you've got, as you get towards the docks, you will be under the cover of darkness.
Let's see we go now.
I trust her instincts for stealth and shadows, if anyone knows what she does.
Oh. Yeah.
It's not entirely true. I've just been lucky.
I would rather travel with someone who's lucky than someone who's skilled. Luck will get you out of anything.
I'm not very lucky.
That's a very
Well, you can
stupid
go
outlook.
another way. It's helped me so far. I'm so alive.
Could go by myself.
I don't think that's very safe.
Well, we enjoy having you around. I suppose we'll make time for you.
So are we just going now?
I'm all packed whenever you're ready.
I'm like in the windowsill, like one leg dangling out. Are we going?
Yeah, that is, you hear like of a window opening, like
It's been like 5-10 minutes. Is it even that much darker yet?
It's at this point now. It's very quickly getting darker outside. The way that things are in the city, and once the sun starts to go down, the back end of the city starts to get dark fairly quickly.
How about the docks, though?
By the time you get there, the sun will have set. But like you've got, that's the last part for the sun to hit.
No matter what, we're going to look suspicious.
We don't have to.
Yeah, unless we don't.
Unless we just stay here forever and then eventually
No,
they
just
gather.
walk.
Okay, let's walk.
All right. Are you leaving through the front door or through the window?
Her and I can leave through the front door.
Oh, that's
I
true.
don't know if the knife will let you.
I'm sorry, who? Oh, the guards.
Bodyguards.
Deny?
It's another Dragon Mark house. They're not even here yet, station-wise, so I don't understand why they're here, to be honest.
I am.
So I don't think we
dangling
should
from my
let them see
fingertips.
us.
Like,
I think I'm actually going to start just walking towards the window while we're having this conversation.
Okay. So you're gonna try to drop.
yeah.
All right. Give me an acrobatics roll.
Can he fit through the window?
Gonna be tough.
Fable, is there a back door?
16,
A state comment.
19?
19. You are between lowering yourself down. You're able to kind of make it down without any damage.
Is there a back door that I know about?
There is a door that does lead through the back. There's no way you're going to get to the kitchen without anybody in the main room seeing you, but nobody would see you go out the back door. You have to basically go through the kitchen.
Gideon just had the worst thought of just like bringing him down, saying, "Dinner's here," and just walking. He never said it out loud. He didn't say it out loud, but the thought crossed his mind.
Oh, it's so sad.
I'm sorry. It's just what happens. Well, there is one.
Are you going up through the window?
Through the kitchens.
Okay.
I still have patches, right? Or did you want them back?
No, you saw.
Anybody going out through the window, I need an acrobatics check as you're getting down.
I'm gonna say, patches, hold on tight.
So what are we doing with them?
There's probably like a slight tug where he gets like some like the lower hairs in your hair where it's kind of like, ooh, that's a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Think you can try the window?
Take a look at it.
You think you'll be fine once you're out the window, like with your height. It probably won't be that bad of a drop for you, but you're a little bit worried that you might get caught up going through.
I'm gonna be the last to go out.
Okay.
In case somebody has to go through the kitchens, it can be me.
I'm just I'll meet you guys out there and leave.
Okay.
Take a deep breath.
You want to go with him?
I kind of do.
All right.
Follow Nadia.
Sounds good. Give me a roll.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Oh god. Okay. Oh, I have a +3 acrobatics. It's gonna be fun,
Really
guys.
does.
I say as I'll probably roll 1. Oh no! Got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, you're able to lower yourself down and drop down without too much issue. The coat kind of billows and maybe slows you down just enough.
Did I look super cool?
You do. You just come down. You do like that spin as you come down, like Batman dropping down.
I might not know much, but at least I know I looked cool doing it.
Whoa,
I got 17.
that was really cool.
17, yeah, no
Thank
trouble.
you, Nadia.
All right.
I'm going out with Ulrich.
Okay. So you two start making your way downstairs. Front door out through the kitchen.
Where
I just
were you
walk
heading?
Behind the counter and out back into the kitchen.
The halfling just kind of
Just gonna walk
Well,
with
I mean,
purpose.
not in the
If you
kitchen,
look
but-
confident enough,
okay.
everyone just goes with it.
He just kind of nods at you. You walk out, get into the kitchen. You can see where the door is. Like there's actually somebody coming in through the door with some meat and some ale in a cask.
Oh, perfect. They just needed that up there. I'm just gonna walk by.
Okay. You all dip outside. You come out just as Maul just nimbly lands, and everybody's kind of dusting themselves off, and you are in the back alley behind the Gold Dragon Inn. Things are rough, tumble, and hectic. Getting ready to head for the docks, and I think that's where we'll take a break.
Break!
See you in 15 minutes, folks.
Be back in a sharp 15. Thanks for watching, folks.
Thanks, 15.
And 2 shakes
Love you
of
guys.
a cow's tail. So stressed.
Oh my god. There we go.
Thanks again for staying with us through the mute as well. We appreciate it. We pick up now with our intrepid group out behind the Gold Dragon Inn, preparing to make their way across the city to the docks.
Sorry.
So, you huddled back here. The sun has set. It's pretty dark up here. The lamplighters haven't even been out in the area yet to start lighting everything, so it's pretty dark as you start heading about. Are you heading through alleyways or more through the main streets?
I think I'm gonna look to you expectantly.
Yeah, I guess based on what I know and how many times maybe I've snuck around,
Okay.
whatever the best route would be, whether it's a combination of alleyways and streets that maybe are kind of empty right now because it's a little bit of a bad neighborhood or something.
Yeah.
Just do that.
All right. If everybody wants to give me stealth rolls as we make our way across.
Don't fuck me. 17.
21.
19.
25.
6.
Okay. So you're all able to start making your way across. Barek's still a little bit frazzled, having a bit of a rough time, but between the four of you, you're all able to kind of keep everything on track. Not too many big noises that are going to attract too much attention. You make your way through the main part of the city and start going down towards the docks. That's when things start getting a little bit dicier, just because you don't really have the alleyways for a bit to cover you. As you're coming down, you do see some people kind of milling about. Look to be not searching real actively, but there's definitely some people watching as you make your way down. Are you planning on bringing everybody to the meet your contact, or how do you want to go about that?
I'll find a good little nook to hide everyone, and then I don't think all of us should go down right away.
I don't think you should go alone either.
I agree with that. At least one of us.
Who?
I can go.
Or you're better at talking.
I'm also very incognito.
You're also very fiery.
Well,
What?
Yeah.
take her with you. I'll stay with them in case something happens. At least then we have one of us to get us out of these things.
All right.
I'm not on
Sure.
fire right now.
I know you know what
I think he means fast.
To do the things we do, sometimes you have to know when to rein it in.
Okay.
And other times you know when to light the flame.
Trust me, I.
I mean. No, I'm convinced.
See, I played it cool.
Okay. So the two of you are gonna head down.
Yep.
All right. You start.
There are several people looking right now. Let's go.
So you make your way down. You're able to get out there with too much trouble. You have to kind of dip in a few spots and zag around a few guys, but you get down towards the docks. And Maul brings you up to this kind of small shanty that's kind of off to the side of the docks. You walk past what you're guessing is the main point where people are going to come in and fill out paperwork. And there's just this old grizzled dwarf just kind of sitting outside, tying some ropes and just kind of moving about things. And you would know him as Oddvar.
I'm going to approach peripheral vision. I want him to see me, but in a way that I'm not sneaking up on him, but not directly at him.
Okay. And he you see him tying, and you realize as you get into the peripheral, the knot tying kind of slows down. And what do you need?
I need to get a few friends out as soon as possible.
You are.
5 of us.
You pick a rough time, Maul, but
Oh, I know.
I ain't seen anybody drink like that, so I got your back. How soon?
As soon as possible.
How do you feel about fish?
I mean, I don't mind fish.
Don't mind.
If they don't like it, they'll suck it up.
All right. Doc 3. Brodak, the fisherman. He's coming in. Yeah, he's. I'll make sure he's ready for you.
Okay.
All right.
Good looking on there.
It's gonna be 10 gold each.
Okay. I'm gonna go into my bag and pull out what I think is the most valuable piece that I stole from the wagon.
It's a good start. Anything else?
I will then go to what I think is the least valuable piece and pull them out until he's like...
It'll take the top and the bottom too. All right. He puts two of them away, and one of the goblets is like, and he walks inside
I
with
knew
it.
you'd like that one.
Like, you know what it be.
Yep.
I'm gonna like just reach into my bag and just hand him 3 more gold pieces.
Like your friend. And they're just
He's not
just
bad.
gone.
Alright.
He's got surprisingly deft hands for a stumpy dwarf.
It's all that net time.
Yeah. Okay. The three of you are hanging out in this nook. You get this weird kind of vibe, and you hear kind of like a heavy breathing, like down the alley, and like some very very light footfalls, and there's definitely 2 figures moving their way down an alley that's to your right, about 10 feet away, and somebody's stalking somebody else. Is definitely the vibe you get.
Does only he hear that?
He's the only one that would hear the movement. You'd probably hear like the normal footfalls. You hear somebody walking down an alley. You hear another what sounds like footfalls, just kind of at the very edge of your hearing.
I can't. Can I see them at all?
No, you can probably see a slight shadow of like a figure moving down, but you can't see.
Okay. I'll turn to you two and just kind of.
Okay, with him tapping his ear, I'm gonna try and listen.
Okay. With that, you're able to. You hear something. It's kind of like a click, click, just every few seconds after the footfalls, and it's like just behind it. And now that you're listening, it actually sounds like it's a little bit higher up, like something's moving up above whatever this figure is.
Just turn my eyes in that direction, but not like head straight up. I'm trying
Okay.
to be a little subtle.
Do I hear it as well?
With him pointing out, yeah, you.
Does it sound like a cane? Or
It has
familiar?
that click, but there's 2. It would be like it would sound like almost like 2 canes going off, like click, 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 click. But it's very, very faint.
It's the 2-caned murderer.
If you want to give me a perception roll,
Both of us?
if anybody else is looking up with you,
Perception. Scraw.
I got me a 12.
17.
19.
19.
19.
You're not seeing anything. The 2 of you catch the flick of a tail, like at the top of the building, and you see some sort of like sinewy creature just kind of moving along this low rooftop, and you see a humanoid figure moving down the alleyway, and you see that other figure hop across buildings, and you hear it continue.
There
to
was a
kinda,
panther in those cages, right? Wasn't there?
tiger.
Tiger. Fuck. I just be like, tiger. Tiger. Oh, I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Wait.
You guys did.
That's the tiger from before, right?
I'm so bad at that.
Can't you talk to it?
It just looks tired.
I would have to show.
Then.
How far away is it?
Yeah, how
roughly?
far away is it?
About 20 feet away and increasing.
Can I? Mm.
I have a thing.
Okay.
I'm going to. I am going to, if you'll allow me, make a quick flash of light with Druidcraft, kind of next to where it is,
Okay.
towards me.
So you're trying to get its attention?
Yeah.
Okay. So you make a flash of light, and you see the head snap, and it just, the body kind of drops a little bit, and you see just every muscle in its body just tense.
And I'll immediately be like,
Give me animal handling at advantage.
Go
I-
the tiger.
Are you singing as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm holding my hand out too because, like, I pet him before we were
Oh, it's
friends.
true.
Here, kitty.
I'm going for double advantage.
Yes, but you've lost that argument.
Can I roll it all or no?
You could probably roll flat.
Okay. Animal handling?
Yep.
13.
13? Okay.
Why is this not on my list at all? What? Hello. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Tiger and I have to be friends. I gave him pets last time. 16.
16. He slinks his way, hops down.
Gently hold my hand out.
What are you doing?
Scratches.
Eating. You sent us, and there was a fire.
I didn't mean to. There wasn't supposed to be a fire.
Wait, are you talking to him right now?
Yeah.
Let's
I don't know
stage
where to
whisper.
go. I tried to get
Oh,
out.
right.
Men with swords came at me.
I'm sorry.
Do you have food? And you see him, his head just kind of looks up and just kind of fixates like right about here.
No. I will find you food. No.
All right. Cage friend.
Hi, I'm Gideon. Saying hi.
can
I can't understand him, but he can understand me.
He
Did I-
makes a somewhat pleasant noise in your direction.
I'm gonna keep petting him and like trying to get Patches. and
Once
just,
once
put
Patches
him
like
up.
fixed in, you felt Patches
Walrus.
tense up,
Oh, okay.
and then when Balric does this, he's like back here, like hiding
On
in your
me?
hiding
okay,
in your
okay.
duster.
That's fine. He can hide as much as he wants, but I'm gonna both hands and be like, tell him I'll pet him as much as he wants if you go get him food right now.
How much do you want her to pet you?
It's nice, but I'm hungry.
I will find you food if you just relax.
Do you want me to help you find it?
No.
You can lure it tonight.
No.
Fine. And he just kind of sits down and just kind of. Yes, it's a little bit unnerving how loud it is. It's kind of like a. And it's like with how quiet it is, you can almost feel it in the air. Okay.
Operations.
Question: can I keep it?
That's going to be a question for the tiger, I think.
But she'll feed him and walk him.
I
call
will
him Tony?
fucking go Beastmaster Ranger right now. What with the gun?
Multi-class.
I'm gonna think for a second before doing anything. I know you normally eat meat. Would berries be okay for now? We'll find you meat.
Do I hear that?
Let me have one. I'll try.
Use my last spell slot on Goodberry.
Okay.
Give him one.
You have any more? When are we going to find real food? This is fine for now, but...
I will find you real food. I promise.
Okay. Just kind of hunches down. The two of you start heading back from the docks.
Surprise. Look what we got.
I want to keep this fucking tiger so bad.
We need to find meat.
Okay.
How are you, when you guys, the two of you are coming back, stealthy at all?
Yeah.
Okay, give me stealth rolls as you come back then.
21.
12.
12, okay. You're making your way back and you're weaving through, and you think you hear something, and you kind of dart in, and just a head kind of pops out. It's Wild Marv. Careful. Something eating people. He ducks his head back in and just kind of like dips off out of the way.
Thanks, Marv.
And then you start making your way back. And as you kind of come back to where like this little bolt hole was where you had them hiding, you hear at the end of the as you're coming down the end of the alleyway, you hear kind of like a low like rumbling.
I'll put my back to the wall.
Shit, on the other side.
Harpoon ready.
You'll hear you'll see the tiger kind of perk its head up. I smell something. If you would like to give me an animal handling roll while you're doing this.
Okay.
I'm going to harpoon one hand. I'm going to whip around the corner with a throwing knife out as well. And just be like completely ready, like whip, like.
Are they within line of sight at all?
You probably would not have heard of them. They're coming down the alley right now. My guess is you're all kind of tucked back, so it's hard to.
I have dark vision, so I don't see shit.
And I'm following his cue with rapier and a dagger.
As he said that, I would have like moved up a little bit and got my shield and my quarterstaff at the ready.
Okay.
15 animal handling.
15 animal handling? Okay.
I'm sitting on a trash barrel, cross-legged.
The
Just kicking your feet.
the tiger just kind of moves and just kind of like puts his body so that you can't go any further and like it's facing down kind of the alleyway. And when you finally get around, all of you see each other. You'll see Balrek's shield and staff out. Maul's gonna come around, dagger and spear up, and next to Balrek is a tiger.
Alright, I'm like,
It's fine.
you're gonna be fucking kidding me.
It's fine.
Can I eat this one?
No.
Wait, are you responding to the tiger?
No, I don't know what he's saying.
You feel him kind of like tense a little bit. Like you can definitely tell he's like that, like right before a pounce crouch.
It's okay. Friends.
The tiger just kind of eyes you, as tigers do, and just
Lying back.
kind of.
Wait, rations. Do they have like jerky?
Well, probably some jerky in there. Yeah.
Give them fucking jerky right now.
Okay. Just kind of sit there and kind of gnaw on it.
Put the dagger away.
So, this happened to us. How'd you do?
Perfectly.
Good, us too, clearly.
No.
Well, he was gonna eat someone, so.
Here's the thing, Ball. I paid for us to go. We can't bring a tiger.
It's my seeing eye tiger.
I will pay for the tiger.
We already paid the man.
I hate to say it, Aster, but we probably can't bring the tiger with us.
We're also going on a fishing ship.
Well, there is that. This isn't Life of Pi.
Wouldn't
Unless
you disguise him?
Please, Nadia, please. He's the size of a horse.
There's,
Can you disguise him as a horse?
Have you seen a horse?
Yes. I worked
it's a
on
weird
the
looking
orchard.
horse.
I cannot disguise the tiger.
Can I like try to think and run through my head how does animal smuggling work? Like that's probably money.
Just need a box.
It's
and some holes.
illegal, but yes, you've been on the docks for a little while. Yes, you have seen some animals come through here illegally. You probably made it a point not to tell Balrek.
No, please. Please.
There was a big bird thing about 6 months back. Like
How big?
it was a lot of birds. Like
Oh, okay.
like 30 or 40 birds. There was a large bird that you saw in one of the things. Like the cage was probably about half the size of the tiger cage.
Mal, I promise I'll.
Alright, here's the thing. I go back down there and be like, hey, can we also bring a fucking tiger with us?
I will give you all my gold I have on me right
He
now.
may cancel the whole thing on us. And then none of us leave. Do you want me to take that risk?
Personally, no. But
My note I gave to Sat said I'll literally multi-class into Beastmaster Ranger for this fucking tiger, guys. But it's a group decision. Back in character.
Well, I could use my silent image to make some animal the tiger would like to chase and get it to run out of the city or in a direction thereof.
I could also just ask it to do that.
Oh, that's right. You can talk to him. Fancy.
Alright, is it gonna actually do that?
Don't control them.
Yeah.
You should work on
So
that.
you have to either be ready for this tiger
No.
to not listen to you.
No, I don't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
Baldric, do you know anyone who would want to take a tiger?
Me.
Besides,
Not that we can get to right now.
Or that wouldn't use him as like a fighting animal or something.
Would you be able to make it out into the jungle?
There's a lot of people with sharp things by the gate. I could. If they weren't there, I can jump and get out.
Far away's the gate?
About almost 10 minutes in the other direction that you need to go.
how good a... Fuck, I can't talk to this fucking tiger. Look what you're making me do. Ask him if he can swim. Because we're at the docks. It can swim around.
Oh, maybe. Can you swim? Swim?
Only doggy paddle.
Tigers are good.
I don't know if I need to swim in the ocean, but
Rivers.
I could try.
You're
I'll
asking
try.
him to swim right now. Wait.
Can you get me to the water?
We
We're going there anyway.
can get him to the water. Hey, unrelated, how close are we to the Eastern Warehouse? Asking for a friend.
that is on the. You are probably more towards the western side. Eastern Warehouse. You're gonna head somewhat in that direction. You'd have to go about another 10 minutes past where you need to be.
Yeah, okay.
aren't the docks like surrounded by cliffs? Like, there's no real landing point for this tiger for.
He's gonna have to swim about a quarter mile before he's gonna get onto land.
What if we just distract the person leading us onto the boat? He's very sneaky.
He is very sneaky.
Like a tambourine and a tiger walking past.
That's part of Gideon's act now.
Jazz head.
I don't know anything about this man's ship. I don't know how he's getting us on. I don't know how he's storing us. And the ship is literally full of food that I imagine a tiger would eat.
I'll give him another ration of jerky.
How much do you want this?
I just want him to be safe.
I want him really
I want us to be safe.
Guys, I don't want this.
How much money do you have?
11 gold, 13 silver, and 71 copper.
I thought you said you were rich.
I never said that. You assumed that. You said a lot. 11 gold is a lot to somebody who grew up on an orchard.
Cannot argue that logic. You're right. It is.
I need to know right now, how much do you want this?
I have this ring and bracelet as well.
Aster, I don't think we can do this. It's a tiger.
And tiger head kind of perks up. I smell more food.
Where?
What does that mean?
Where?
Oh, shit, I can't understand.
To the coming down where your friends came from. I can
Someone's coming
smell.
from down there.
What?
Someone's coming from down there.
Fucking act nonchalant. I don't know. We have a tiger.
How much further in the other direction does this alley go right now?
Like 50 feet.
I'm gonna be like, come with me, and like go further in.
Okay.
My only other idea was to pretend Balric is also an animal and have like an alleyway fight between our pet tiger and somebody else's pet thing and have a Pokemon battle or something. Oh my god.
Okay. So you're just gonna go further down and just kind of.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get out of eyesight of whatever's coming down.
Okay.
Silent image. says I create the image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon that is no larger than a 15-foot cube.
Yeah.
Could I make it look like there's like a stack of barrels in front of this alleyway? Like,
Yeah.
just back far enough that whoever's walking up wouldn't see it, but it would cover us.
Okay. Yeah. You see barrels just appear in the alleyway, blocking the view.
I would just be doing it while sitting still on the trash barrel with my legs crossed, and I just pull a bit of fleece and just wave it until barrels just appear.
Did you do that?
Yeah, of course I did.
I don't know what. Okay.
You hear some feet, some footsteps, and they walk past. Are we getting out now?
We cannot take this tiger.
I don't know if we can get you out.
I will go. I will go then, I guess. Thank you for letting me free.
Good luck.
Be safe. And you'll see him slink down, and he'll kind of move down, and like you hear him hop on some crates, and then hop up, and you'll see him move up to the top and start moving on some of the smaller building tops, and start making his way through the back towards the central part of the city.
He couldn't have made it through the sewers, could he have?
I don't know.
Oh, are you back now?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the fucking tiger?
So,
Okay.
let's go.
Okay. So you start making your way down towards the docks.
Yep.
Okay.
We're fine.
You get down toward.
Mackenzie and Aster are never forgiving you guys.
We're sorry.
You make your way down to where you have a pretty good idea this ship is supposed to be. You don't even get within 200 feet before you can just smell fish. You look out a couple boats, similar style. They're a little bit shorter and stumpier than some of the other boats, but loading up nets, and there's a grizzled old human sitting by one towards the end, and you're pretty sure that's the right dock, and he's just kind of sitting there looking back and forth, like clearly looking for somebody, not trying to be very discreet at all.
Just because Gideon is so extra, he's gonna snap his fingers and press the digitation, the smell of lavender around his face.
Okay. It's impressive that some of the scent is still getting through.
Yeah, but I'd rather lavender fish than just fish.
Okay. That's weird.
All right, I know.
So you come out where you're visible.
I'll just keep leading silently.
See my new hands, I hear.
Yep.
Come on, I'll show you around the boat. Heads up the gangplank. Heads downstairs. You go down. There's just like all sorts of ice and a bunch of not a ton, but a decent amount of fish down here. And he goes over and moves the crate, and then slides, and there's this large section that's opened up, and inside there's more seafood, some kind of weird looking stuff. For those of you who haven't lived around the ocean before, there's these weird slimy things that look like they have multiple arms.
Oh, I don't like those.
Yeah, it smells. There's some ones with bulbous heads, some with some more pointy heads. A bunch of like little like spiny looking like hard-shelled things. And then towards the back there's this large like chunk of colorful, it looks like some sort of like weird porous rock. And it like you can definitely tell like a chunk of it had been like cut out and like chipped out and been moved in here. There's a giant piece of coral in here. Like looks like somebody took like a chunk of coral reef out.
All right.
And he's like, stay in here. Don't open the door. We'll get you out. Looking to go anywhere in particular? I didn't really say, or I didn't really say.
I kind of whisper to you guys, like, didn't Aster have somewhere she needed to go?
One of the mines.
No, that's
Well.
still in Kabara.
A mine is a terrible thing to waste. Let's go.
The mines are inland,
Oh.
They're still in Kabara.
I assume.
They are. Well, I can't get you all the way there, but there's a spot. Listen, it's dicey. It's right up near the border. I can drop you off, swing you in close. You have to swim just a little bit. You'll be on land. There's a town.
You can't
What?
give us a boat of some kind? A dinghy?
I got the one. My ship goes down. I ain't drowning. Sorry.
Well, we'll leave you a plank of wood.
Get in.
All right.
He just kind of gives you a smile, assuming that you're just joking, and like half of his teeth are gone.
I'm trying to be charismatic and friendly.
You can swim up that way, but you're right by the border, and I'm not gonna say I've never seen none of them elves there. But
So what?
the Valinor, it's right on the border.
Oh.
So I mean, you get in out of the water, make your way inland, but do it quick. And like I said, there's a small town about half a day inland from there. But that's inside of Kabara. That's the best I can do for you. I'm gonna swing around. I do a bit by the Dragon Watch Isles. I'm gonna loop down around that way. And I can drop you off in Valinor. I can drop you off near the border. You can go up to Talenta. Those halflings got their dinosaurs. Get you where you need to go fast.
Any opinions?
Honestly, at this point, I'm just along for the ride.
The options are along the border or near the mining town.
The mining, it's going to be a similar spot. He pulls out some charts, and there's like if you look kind of at where those islands are, south of Kabara, kind of right near the coast, there's 2 islands.
Uh-huh.
He basically is going to take and he's going to loop in and around those, so he could drop you off kind of anywhere along the coast around that area.
Right, but that's really close to Valinor,
Yes,
which is dangerous.
it could be.
And then the other option?
All of the options are pretty much in different spots within there. There's one that's a little bit in closer that's going to basically give you like a straight shot into the Talenta Plains, but you've got about a half day's journey once you get on land to be safe wherever you're going.
Okay.
Bring
Or
us
you
a-
can-
Oh, sorry.
Or you could, I could drop you off on the Isles and maybe you could catch another boat from there, but
Where's the closest to the nearest mining camp?
he points to a spot. He's like, be about a day on the boat.
Perfect. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Count me in.
I'm gonna go into the bag and grab one of the other stolen items and be like, get us there.
He's like, he sets it on like a little shelf inside. I'll get it when we're all done. Stay safe, folks. And
Man of honor.
he just kind of slides this big wall closed, and you hear a crate kind of get pushed back against it, and you are surrounded by coral and squid and octopus and urchin, and it's pretty rank, but you've got enough room to kind of settle down in here. And
I'm gonna find the clearest spot I can, prestidigitation it clean as best I can, and then set up my own little corner, my nook.
Okay.
Whatever.
I would like to lay down on the big chunk of coral.
okay.
One foot on top of the other. Sit back, relax.
I drop my.
In disguise.
Yeah.
Okay. You're sitting there for probably a good 40 minutes before you feel kind of this weird kind of swaying and kind of like and you know that he's just cast off, and
Here we go.
you start moving your way out. Sit through. Evening kind of presses in. You all feel pretty tired. Are you all just going to crash out in here?
Unless they're letting us out because they moved a crate in front of the thing, right?
Yeah, no. They're
Do not leave.
Okay.
I'm gonna finally take my eye patch off again and stow that in my bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of those, one of the robes I took from Gideon's, and I'm just gonna like make a little partition and like kind of cover myself up.
That's
and go to
really
sleep.
not what fine silks are meant to be used for.
You were going to leave it behind.
No, how do you know I was going to do that? I would never. I mean, I did, and then you took it, but I would never.
There's no response.
You,
Good night, Nadia.
after a bit, you all drift off to sleep. It's probably a bit restless for most of you. It's nice to be out back on the ocean. It almost like Maul is asleep before any of you can like fully get settled. Like it's just like a lullaby bringing him to
Sleeping
sleep.
on my bag of just my stuff.
I'd like to take out my tinkerer's tools and just clean them.
Okay. Give me an investigation roll.
Investigation.
Yeah.
I would go over and kind of extend my hand towards Patches.
He will. He'll scurry off faster and hop over to you.
21.
21. You notice some very faint markings that you've never noticed before when you pop it open, and you're sitting there working on it. And you're like, I don't remember those, and you're cleaning them, and you're looking at them, and you start rubbing, and they almost seem to fade after a couple of minutes.
I would have taken out my
In the notepad.
and written them.
Okay.
Try to draw.
You're able to get 3 of the 4 that you see.
Okay.
You recognize the script, but it's definitely Infernal script, but it doesn't seem to say anything.
Okay. Alright.
So you all get your rest for the evening, regardless of how kind of fitful and uncomfortable it is. And
Sorry, I would actually, I want to like grab Patches and go as far away from everyone as I can.
okay.
I'm gonna conjure a couple nuts for him.
Okay.
And just sit down, and
Smells in here.
it's not great. I'm sorry, I kind of just put you on Aster.
You're fine. You were freaking out.
I keep making what feels like the wrong decision, and I don't know what to do.
What do you mean? We got out. I don't think you did. You tried to stop those. You stood in the way of those bad people. I mean, you were roaring and growling, but you said that was. It seemed like you were pretending.
Yeah. I don't know. We should get some rest.
We could go back to the old woods and just hide there. I bet all the bad people are gone.
I don't think there's any woods to go back to.
You kind of see his head slump a little bit with that.
I'm sorry, but
That's okay. He just kind of chews on it and just kind of curls up and goes to sleep.
I'll try and get comfy and doze off.
Okay. You wake up, what you're guessing is the next morning. Can't really tell underneath here. You're pretty sure you're definitely out in the ocean at this point. The way that things move, the kind of... You can hear a bit of like a whoosh, kind of against through the sides of the hull. Goes on for a bit. You are just kind of hanging out, sitting somberly for the most part inside the downstairs. Is there anything that you...
I mean, I wouldn't be sitting too somberly. I'm too cheerful of a person, so I would be doing kind of like a song of rest kind of thing.
Okay.
just try not to let us all get too down. Keep the spirits up just a little bit
Okay.
without being incredibly annoying.
I'm gonna wordlessly just give Gideon the sending scroll that Elle gave to me.
Ooh, what's this?
Elle gave it to me. I figured you should have it.
Oh, this is what she was talking about. Oh, why should I have it?
Why should I have it?
She gave it to you.
Sure, you're friends with her.
Friends is it's a loose term.
You know her better than I do.
Well, that I can argue still. She's hard to know each other when no one tells the truth.
I mean, you could tell the truth if you wanted to.
I've told the truth plenty of times since we've met. You know my real name, not many do.
Okay. Was that being truthful?
Yeah, I mean, I have.
There sure are a lot of seagulls out here.
11.
11.
Yeah.
Seems fairly truthful.
But sure, I'll take that.
The day seems to drag on, and you hear like hurried footsteps downstairs, and you hear the crate move a little bit, and the door peeks open. There's a ship coming up.
What color is it?
It's dark brown. It's a wooden boat. Their sails, they're not flying any flags or anything. It's very, very nondescript. Feels a little bit dicey. Just stay down here and I'll make sure everything's fine. And he closes the door and you hear the crate slide back. And a few minutes later you feel the boat just kind of slow down. You hear a cuckoo. Something on the right side of the boat, and you hear kind of creaking in footsteps, and you can start to hear some muffled voices, kind of gruff and a little bit loud above deck. Goes on for a minute, and then you hear footsteps come downstairs. Sounds like 3 or 4 sets, and you hear a bunch of kind of milling about. Down here you can start to hear, hey, be careful with that. Just look through. Something you want, take it. I'm not looking for any trouble. Just a fisherman. We'll see. You hear things being kind of like shaken around, crates being opened.
Where that wall is that opens for us, right behind it, I'm going to use Silent Image.
Okay.
To do basically a wall. So that like it looks like a wall that's blocking that. So if they move anything, it's still a part of the ship.
Okay. So you're basically making another wall inside of this wall?
Yeah, so like if they move anything, it's still a wall.
Okay. This goes on for about 10 minutes. Yeah. Waste of time. Grab that crate. Take it for our trouble. Alright. Please don't hurt me.
You said crate?
Yeah.
They drop it.
You
Go
hear...
against the wall where the opening is. Spear ready again.
Okay. So you hear a crate being moved, and then you hear footsteps moving upstairs. You hear another like scraping, and then about 10 minutes later the boat starts moving again. The guy comes down. He's like, fucking pirates in these waters.
Yeah.
He's like, is everybody okay?
What
And
did
he's
they take?
got a little bit of a shiner under one of his eyes.
What did they take?
Expensive fish. It'll be fine.
I'll take another item out of my bag. I don't know how many more I have left, and I'll put it next to the other one.
Your reputation isn't as, I don't think it's deserved as people say.
That's what I keep telling him.
He kind of looks at you and just kind of gives you an odd smile and then looks back at you very pointedly, and turns around and walks away. He's like, we should be there in about an hour or so. Start gathering up your things, and I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Okay. About a little bit later, he comes down. He's like, all right, you ready? And he's like, they can all swim, right?
I can. They don't look terribly graceful
How far are
doing
we
it.
going?
Not far, maybe about like a 3 or 4 minute swim.
Make sure any of your seriously valuable items, preferably in a bag, wrapped multiple times.
Do we have enough things to wrap me with? I'm very valuable.
I'm gonna
No.
take from my my adventurer's pack, and I'm gonna assume that there's like a waterproof, like
Yeah, you're able to.
like a tent.
You're not able to put
situation.
everything in there, but you're able to put important stuff in there.
Okay.
I'll wrap
I
up
think
my
my bag
flute.
would be waterproof.
I imagine that this is what your bag is. It's like you probably throw your bag, it'll float too.
I'm pretty sure guns and water don't mix very well.
I'll put it in my bag.
Thank you.
I'm going to wrap up that scroll of sending,
Okay.
my flute, and any like papers and books I have on me.
Okay.
If I can fit anything that anyone truly cares about, my bag's waterproof.
Yeah. It's a whistle stick.
What is it made of?
No. Wood.
I think it'll be fine.
It's very.
You don't know that.
It's very. It's important to me.
Okay.
Whistle stick in the bag. Okay. Patches. I don't swim.
I'm just gonna get on top of my horn.
Okay. Can you swim?
Yeah. Surf and turf.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That's so Valric. How confident do you feel?
Big guy.
Okay. All right. He's like, all right, come on, let's go. Here's the spot. And he brings you up, and you can see the land in the distance. It's not super far. You're gonna be tired after this swim, but he's like, all right. He lowers anchor, and he's like, what happened is wrong. It's like, for good luck. And he cracks open a jar, says, go now, and he just throws it out there, and much like the fog that you saw when Balric did, you just see some kind of like fog just kind of envelop like the edge of the boat down in the water. And he just kind of winks at you, and he goes back to the helm.
Go.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a little tap on the cheek, little friendly, and then. Ah!
Okay.
Oh, actually, who am I kidding?
Insight.
You definitely can.
Instead of jumping off the boat,
That's a
I would
natural 20.
sit side saddle, throw my legs over, and then just.
There's clearly something that he knows about Maul that you're just like, you don't know what it is, but you realize that like you're missing some huge thing here. Yeah.
I'm gonna go last.
You're gonna go last? Okay.
Probably gonna stare at you for a minute after looking at him.
Get going, ball.
Jump over after one last look at him.
Okay.
I'm going to. None of you see this. I'm gonna reach in and pull out the gold hook,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go.
He just kinda nods and he heads back to the helm. And if everybody could give me athletics rolls.
If I grew up on a beach near the ocean, do I get advantage?
No. But you can
I get advantage.
Okay.
I'll take it.
I have one more joke. Can I argue acrobatics? Because Marco.
you can't run on water yet.
Not yet. Can't wait. 19.
19.
That's a nat 1.
I rolled a 14.
Minus
so
1,
it's
so it's 0.
Dang.
You get a 0.
12.
Because I
12.
rolled a 1, and I have minus 1.
5.
5.
Natural 20.
Okay.
So 24 total.
So you all make it. Balric and Aster kind of barely. You
If I get there first, I'll drop the bag.
But
and
you're able to help them. That's kind of where I figure you're kind of assisting people along the way. You have to almost pull Aster up at one point.
Keep kicking.
Just absolutely exhausted. The Aster and Balric, until you two rest again, you're going to have a level of exhaustion.
I just want to clarify. No matter how hard I am struggling, Patches is priority.
Oh yeah. No, Patches is he's up on the top. There's a point where you start to go and Maul goes to help you out, and he actually jumps over onto Maul, and he's
Well, I
just
mean,
like,
if I see Ball go under, I'll grab Patches.
oh, okay, yeah. You feel the weight of Patches lift off you just before you go under, and then you're pulled slightly back above water, and I'll just like kick. Yeah, just gasping.
Trying.
You realize that your shield and staff are pretty heavy on the water. They do not float well.
They sure are.
Okay. So you.
Did we get a long rest while on the boat?
Yes.
Yeah.
You make it to the shore. The sand's gritty and uncomfortable.
Gets everywhere.
It gets everywhere. It is. Looks like almost the entire day has passed again. It's probably about 5 o'clock. Like the sun is well on its way down. But you've still probably got another hour, probably about 2 hours of full sunlight before the evening. So you could start to make your way through the woods.
Where are we?
Where are you? As far as...
Are we in Valinor?
You are not.
Okay.
No. But you can, where he drops you off, there's the mountains that kind of cut off Kabara. They're almost parallel with you. So you're like right at like the edge of the border. You can see from where you are, like the land kind of drops down a little bit. You can see the plains of Talenta, and you can see the grasslands of Valinor kind of not far off. Like you can still see them in the... you would actually, from this distance, not real close, but you can see a large group of figures kind of crossing, heading kind of northward, where you guys are. You're like way east of them, but you see like a large group moving through. Dust is all going up in the distance. There's got to be quite a few for you to be able to see in the distance. You're probably guessing easily like 100 or 2.
Where are they coming from or going to?
It looks like they're heading off towards the Talenta Plains, but you can't. If
There's
they're
no way
going
to tell
towards
who
something,
they
yeah,
are,
you
yeah.
can't see exactly what they are.
Okay.
Okay.
Whew.
So you are on the beach, down by the beach.
Step on the beach, boy.
Ooh. Nice. So, the sounds of the jungle. Here's some birds chirping.
Is there a tiger nearby?
There's
It's like,
Give me
how'd
a
you get here
perception
so
roll.
quick? Oh,
That's a 5.
that totally got me.
5. You don't see one around, unfortunately. Okay. So you've got probably about a 6-hour journey to the nearest town. And you've got about half that of daylight left.
Well, we should maybe find somewhere to make camp, find some fresh water.
Okay.
You alright there? You look a little tired.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine.
That was convincing.
Let's make camp.
So you're gonna just move your way in a little bit then?
Just a little, so we're not right on the shore. If everybody's cool with that.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Are you just like moving in, or are you looking for a spot?
I'm gonna try and look for one.
All right. If you want to give me a survival roll,
Sure.
Can I help him?
are you proficient?
I have half.
Well, we're jack of all trades because we're bards.
I will allow it.
Yes, thank you.
Wait, advantage or am I also rolling?
It's completely up to you how you want to do it.
Well, I rolled like shit, so.
Oh, I rolled the same exact thing.
Either way, I rolled like shit.
Dang.
So
that's a 4.
I have some knowledge
yeah.
of the surrounding area. Could I
Yes,
also
you definitely
roll?
could.
I'm like in a clearing underneath a broken branch. Like, this is perfect. I like this.
I don't
Just
have
I'm so tall.
proficiency naturally. Would I have proficiency with this area?
I would say so, yeah.
I'm just tall enough that all the
Natural
things
20.
hit me. Woo!
Jesus.
Heck yeah.
So these two are walking off, and they're like, no, right here. And just as the two are about to step, you just feel Bauer grab you and just kind of do one of these, and there's just like this spot of sand that looked like a great spot to set up, and you know for sure that they would have sunk just like that.
Do not step there.
But it looks really nice.
Do not. No.
Oh, why?
You will be in there faster than you can do
I
anything.
pick up a rock and I throw it in the
It just like drops in. There's kind of like a boom like noise. Like you're looking at it and you're like, oh no, that was oh wow, that's really kind of not as that's a lot more liquidy than I expected.
We're following Balric's lead.
Oh, yes, clearly. Thank you for that.
And you find a good spot where there's a kind of like a bowl of a couple trees have kind of moved together, so you've got cover from one side, so you can almost kind of back up to it.
Mom, can I have my gun back, please?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
and her
whistle
whistle.
stick.
Yes, it's very important.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, as he
That
pulls
might
it
be
out,
key
you
to
hear
saving the world.
whoop. As the stick just like slides down.
I put it back in my bag.
And then you hear whoop whoop.
That's a sound
Of a
the
bird.
birdies.
I just like
No.
Suddenly, tigers.
There was about a minute later, there's a bird just kind of like perched up, just kind of looking down at where you are. Woo!
Hello. Hi.
It just kind of like,
Come on down. Say hello. They can understand me. I can't understand them.
it just kind of like, rah, rah, and you hear, you're not another bird.
No, but we mean no harm.
It was a mating call.
I make it again.
Rude. And just flaps off.
Bird orgy.
I'm just making it some more times.
Not Nadia.
Yeah.
Maybe don't.
Oh, but the birds are so
But she was just
pretty.
saying hello.
It's a mating call.
Okay.
I never knew you had it in you. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Doing it bird style.
No, you, Gideon, no, mouth closed, please.
I don't exist in a state of mouth closure.
Mm.
All right, so you settle in for the evening. There is fairly quiet. You get camp set up. Are you pulling any watches?
Well, I suppose we should.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Who is pulling watch and in what order?
I can't fall asleep very early anyway, so first
Fucking
watch is
owl.
me.
I have dark vision. Not that it matters.
You're also exhausted.
True.
He's exhausted.
Oh.
Exhausted.
Nah. It would have been flat. Oh no, it wouldn't have been. Yeah, whatever.
Where can I see if I have dark vision?
The under features and traits.
So you're taking the late watch then, Aster?
Should I? If I'm exhausted.
I think you should rest, Aster. The three of us can handle watch.
Okay.
Alright, so the three of you are taking watch.
I
So
prefer
Gideon.
first watch, but
Honestly, I can't fall asleep. I need a feather bed.
I've
take
met
the
people
last
who
one.
can see in the dark. I don't know. I can't.
Oh no, I can't either.
I
Ah.
can.
But surely we can start a
But I'm
fire
gonna
and that'll
be
keep
looking
things
at the
away.
back of my eyelids, so.
Sure.
Did we not already start a fire when we made camp?
I guess you probably start a fire at some point.
Yeah. Then we have the fire, and I have a keen ear, so
All right.
we'll find out, won't we?
Take first or second.
I'll take last. Last watch.
Good. Just don't wake me.
Before
I
I
tend to.
pass out, can I
Need a
look
beauty
at the
rest.
gun again, like I did the night before?
Yes.
And try to look for
Play
more of
better.
those symbols.
One of them has faded back in very slightly.
Is it is it the fourth one I didn't see?
No, it's the other way. It's
Do
it's
I
one.
know
one
what it stands for at all?
It would that rune could, or that piece could be fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
Okay. That's weird. Because I haven't seen that before, have I?
You have not.
Okay.
What are you looking at there, Aster?
Oh.
Did you ever see the gun way back when? Like this to this level when you were younger?
Up close?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. But no.
Been staring at the thing for ages.
So who's going first? Maul or Gideon? Okay.
So I'd just like to say we finally made it to our loading screen,
We have.
the campsite.
Oh yeah.
What are you
look at
talking about?
Hey.
Where's your tent, city boy?
Tent City. I can make it happen. I'll put up a tent. It'll take me all night.
I'll respond to Gideon's question that he had.
Yeah, why are you staring at that so long? What are you doing?
Well, I'm cleaning it first and foremost.
Does a machine like that need to be cleaned so regularly?
Yes,
Well, I can just do that. Make it clean.
that's not. No, it doesn't count.
How does it not count? Everything I do counts. I'm important.
Because my daddy said if you want a tool to treat you right, then you have to treat it right and not take any shortcuts.
Ugh, that's the opposite advice of what I got. So take every shortcut, get there quicker.
My father taught me hard work. Sorry.
I don't want to speak to what my father taught me, but here I am. Not there, now am I? So everything's fine.
Is it fine?
Yes, quite. There's just been a lot to handle the last few days, you know, old friends and things.
Do you know how to read Infernal?
I can't say that I do. That's a very specific question. I can fake it.
No, that's not necessary. I keep seeing runes on this and they kind of fade away, and I only really got fire, and that's pretty much it.
Well, that's alarming.
You think?
Yes. Yes, I do. If I had something that made such a loud noise and killed things, and then suddenly there's Infernal on it, that would alarm me.
I mean, there's Infernal in me. That doesn't mean I'm alarming.
Oh gosh, I never thought of it that way. I have to reconsider things lately. You people keep turning me on my head. Can't keep up.
Is that a good thing?
I'm not sure yet. But honestly, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Suppose I should be quiet and let the others sleep, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
If you want to give me perception rolls.
Of course I do.
Actually, those of you who are doing watch, if you all like to give me your perception rolls.
Yes. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
9.
Okay. You hear some normal kind of typical jungle noises, birds going about. There is a brief period near the edge of your watch where it gets really, really quiet, but you're not you're not hearing anything sticking out, but the jungle does go kind of eerily quiet for a bit.
Isn't that kind of alarming?
Probably, yeah. It's probably a little bit weird. You're just sitting there and suddenly it's...
Is it because there's a tiger nearby?
Oh my god.
I don't think so.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, alright, well, I guess when I wake the next person for watch,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you them... Who's next watch? Who would I be waking?
Mole.
Mole. Wake up!
Just like jarred awake.
Fucking, like, you wake me up and I'm like, knife.
Right. Sorry, I'll do it more gently next time. Listen, Mole. Listen.
Yeah.
No, listen.
It's just quiet.
That's unusual, right?
Usually.
Good. It's your problem now. Good night.
Alright. Harpoon, knife in the other hand, and I will stand.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take his spot. It's still warm.
You hear,
It's surprisingly cold.
Step back from
Oh my
God.
you hear rustling about 30 feet off. And then it rustles a bit. And then moves about... If where it rustled first was 12 o'clock, it moves to about 10 o'clock and then rustles again.
State your purpose.
I'm trying to sleep here.
Are you, like
I have a knife, like, ready.
Goes quiet. Probably about halfway through your watch. Same thing again, but in a different spot. You'll hear like a rustling. And then about 30 feet away from it, you'll hear rustling again.
I throw.
You're going to throw that time? Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Disadvantage for not being able to
Yeah.
see, or...
Because you are basically throwing it at a shrub.
An angry shrub. It's a shrubbery.
9.
9. Just kind of a click against something.
I have more.
Chat says it's the tiger.
And you don't hear any more more rustling for the rest of the evening. You hear another rustling shortly after that, but it's gotten further away.
Okay. But I heard rustling and then stop, and then rustling and then stop, and then like rustling and
Yeah,
then
like
stop.
the difference.
But those first ones never seemed like they sounded like they left.
No. But the rustling almost sounded intentional. Like it was just like rustle, rustle, rustle. Like now that after you've heard it, like it's like, and they did it a couple times, you're thinking that whatever it was probing.
Okay.
And then you threw something at it, and it left.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, that's mildly alarming.
Your watch ends. Your watch has ended. And then you wake up, Nadia. Or you are woken.
Nadia.
What? What?
Your turn.
Oh shit.
Oh, by the way, something's probing us.
What?
Good luck.
Love it.
How are we handling
Okay.
watches versus long
you
rests?
want
Is it
some
4
extra
hours
knives?
per watch?
Yeah.
If you're on watch, that for the most part there's no like worrying about watches and being able to rest in that. It's quiet enough. Like as long as you are not, if a fight breaks out in the middle of the night and you're fighting for more than a minute, where you may be some diciness there, but for the most part, watch doesn't count. It counts towards your long rest as well.
But like by this time, I wouldn't have the long rest yet. Still.
What?
You can say no.
You would have the long rest when you woke up. Like if you got woken up now, probably.
Okay.
When I give you those 4 knives, I say, I'm giving you 4 knives.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I got like 2 in each hand.
Okay.
And I'm just sitting there like, shit. And I'm like nervously singing, black socks, they have to
Okay.
turn.
So you're sitting there watching, and as the light kind of comes up over the ocean, the light starts filtering in. Everybody starts kind of waking up, and
At
you
the sound of the first person waking up, I thought that I had a tree.
you hear somebody rustle. I don't know who would probably be the earliest riser. It's not going to be you. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Maul wakes up and a dagger comes flying past you.
Not even like just like
He stares over there. She hits a tree over there.
I like it.
Good killer instincts.
I'll take those back now.
As the light filters in, when the rest of you are waking up, you notice that a tree about 10 feet from Nadia, there is a snake pinned to the tree.
The one that she threw at?
No. Like, it's like sitting beside her, like where she was holding watch. It looks like during the night somebody came up and basically pinned a snake to the tree
while I was standing there.
while you were standing
We
there.
should pack up and leave.
And it's got
I'm gonna start waking people up.
Okay.
No, I don't want to get up. What?
How big
And
is
it's-
the snake?
Nadia, I'm awake. Why?
It's
In the
not
future.
real big. It's very brightly
Breathe.
colored, and it's got a
poisonous
a probably, and it's got a like a carved like bone dagger that is.
Oh,
that
so
is
it's not
sticking
my
to-
knife.
It is not your knife. No.
We're in the jungle. There. Okay.
Inspect that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Investigation.
Listen,
Bone
if anyone
dagger.
captures us, we just pretend to be gods. It works.
You know what happened the last time we did
Oh, I
that.
thought you were.
I spent a week in a hole, but I got out.
You got out.
Huh?
Only a 6.
Only a 6.
Amar's still down there.
You would probably. I mean, you would know that it's locally made. You know a bit about the. It might be some of the local lizard folk. But you haven't interacted with them a super lot, and some people think their customs are a little bit strange.
They're here.
Can I go look at the snake and see if I've like read about it in any sort of
Yeah, give me a history roll.
zoology book or whatever the fuck?
You're a nerd, yeah.
Yeah.
Pull the knife out.
Okay.
You keeping that?
Is it history?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
That's natural one.
That would be good to have
5
around.
total. But
Sure, you should have
This
one
is
too,
just like a
you know?
typical garden snake.
I got this.
this, I think this is just a typical garden snake, guys.
It's like 7 different colors.
So maybe it's typical garden snake for here.
I've never seen a garden snake.
I whisper to Nadia, do you think Balric would get mad if I made a belt out of it? But I try to make it though he doesn't hear.
I mean, it's already dead, right?
Yeah, he wouldn't mind, right?
But we'd be wasting it if we didn't.
I agree. And I'm hungry. Breakfast.
Also, yeah, that's all on you though. I am not hungry.
Anyone gonna eat that?
The snake?
Yeah, you don't want to waste good meat when
You
you're
could
in
do
the
that,
jungle.
yeah.
Alright, well, I think I'll get cooking.
I thought we were
remember
supposed to
you
be
eat
leaving.
meatball.
Oh, yeah, well,
Yeah, let's leave. Let's leave. Let's leave.
a little hungry day.
So you're gonna take the snake? Okay. You have one snake.
Can I take
Nice.
the knife?
Oh,
I
they
think Balric
already-
already
Ah,
grabbed the knife.
fuck. Cool.
This was either a thread or a olive branch, depending on
Well, now it's lunch.
which tribe it's coming from.
So it would seem like it'd be an olive branch if they used it to kill something that could have maybe killed us, even though it's a garden snake, so I doubt it.
It was right behind me the whole time. The
But,
whole time.
I
That
mean-
means they snuck up in the middle of the night while I was taking guard.
That-
and they did that.
And
That
Without
knife could have
waking
been
anyone.
in you.
Very nice of them. I think we should leave.
Didn't wake me up, so we're friends still.
Yes, we're going. I'm going. Let's go.
Okay. So you pack up all of your stuff, and start making your way through the woods. Who is leading the way? You have rough directions of where they are.
I'll lead.
Not me.
I'm behind Aster. Just like anytime anything scary happens, I'm just throwing a mage hand in that direction.
I
I'll lead.
know a little.
Alright, team effort.
Sure.
Yep.
Who's in front with me?
I'm behind you.
Okay.
Probably. I think I probably have the most knowledge of the area.
Okay, I'm just behind the two of you, then.
I'll take the back.
I guess I'll be behind Nadia.
Nadia, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine.
Are you afraid of snakes?
No, I'm afraid of jungles filled with things that are going to kill and eat us. Okay?
I mean,
You just hear a
Ah.
I mean,
Nadia?
I mean, we were just in a city being attacked.
Cities are very different, very predictable.
Well, I'm kind of with her. I get it. Cities are easy. We know what to do.
I
but-
take out my rosemary and I crumple it, and I'm just like, ugh! And I'm just like the dwarven guy again.
She's stress cloaking. It's okay. She does this.
I'm gonna go over and give her a hug.
Okay. You just feel shaking.
You're a good lad.
Nadia, it's okay. Like, genuinely. The good thing about nature in this jungle in particular is you don't ever have to worry about if people are true on their intentions.
What?
If something
They'll
is
stab
coming
you in
at
the front.
Well, not tigers. Or panthers. Or any big cats.
Those will pound something from behind.
Yes.
Hmm.
That's why I walk backwards everywhere I go.
With us.
I need a survival roll from whoever's leading. Okay.
I have, what's it called? Whatever the full circle is. I have that. in survival.
Proficiency?
Proficiency?
Yeah, that's what it's called. I forgot what it was called.
Real confused there.
Straw.
I'm in the back. I don't know if.
If you want to give me a
Survival
perception roll, if you're kind of keeping
Dirty
that.
20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
Nice.
You are making your way through pretty well. You're looking through. You're like, oh, okay. This is kind of like the orchard, just not as organized.
Bigger trees and a bit more green.
Yeah.
21.
21. Okay. It's at a bit of a distance. You're being followed. You don't notice for probably like the first probably like 15 minutes or so, and you're catching movement like way in the back, but there's definitely can't tell for sure 4 or 5 figures following behind at a distance.
None of them are tigers. That I know of.
So
We'll be reunited, I swear.
If they're behind us, I'm going to, I'll be walking with my harpoon, no big deal, but I'm gonna have my hand kind of like this with another knife, just in front of me.
okay. So making your way through the woods, Aster's kicking ass, able to dodge a few spots. You see something and you're not even sure totally what it is, but it gives you kind of this weird vibe, and you're like, oh, that's more that weird sand, and you divert around it, and you can see what looks to be maybe part of some sort of an animal paw sticking out of it. Make your way along.
During this time of walking, I would have been, if I could, picking longer leaves that are thin and slowly trying to weave a headband or something. Just something to pass the time.
Give me a performance at disadvantage.
You got it. Wham bit. Oh. Not wonderful. It's 9. Well, that would have been that one.
So Gideon's weaving through a bunch of different plants. You know one of them, it's not poisonous, but if he leaves that on his head for any length of time, it's going to get uncomfortable. and just kind of starts like weaving it into the headband.
You don't,
Yes, Bulver.
You don't want to use that one.
Why? Does it look awful on me? I thought it did, but I have no mirrors here.
No, it looks fine, but you will not like having it on your head for a long time.
Any sort of clarification?
You know how some plants have a reaction to people touching them?
Yeah, yes I do.
That's one of them.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm just gonna...
Like you start pulling off, and like right here where like you first weaved in, and you're already just like a little bit of like mild discomfort,
be like-
emptiness.
Prestidigitation over and over and over and just try and whatever's on there goes away.
Can I look for a really pretty flower as we're trooping along?
And that one gives you dysentery.
Yes. Yeah, you're able to find a couple. Like, so there's as you get in deeper into the forest, there's some very lively flora and fauna here. So yeah, you're able to find a very nice, like bright red and orange flower.
Can I pick it carefully?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do that.
Okay. Just nice flower.
I'm gonna turn around real quick and give it to Nadia.
Yeah.
And just say, I know you're scared right now.
I'm not scared. I'm never scared.
You're not scared right
I'm
now.
terrified.
You're
This
terrified
is awful.
right now.
Scraw!
But I want to give you this, and I'm gonna tell you something my mama always said, and it's that you can find beauty in any place, even if you're scared.
Oh,
So just look at that, and I hope it makes you feel better.
I'm still a big hairy dwarf. That's so sweet.
My mom was pretty smart.
A large
Put it in
bug.
my dwarf hair.
Flies down as you're putting it up there and kind of like lands on the flower.
Can I hold
And then-
my hand out to the bug?
It's like a gigantic honeybee. It's like
And then it
Yes.
takes the finger.
huge. And just
I
kind of like,
love it.
and all you hear is sweet, 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 sweet. Home, 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 sweet, 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 home,
Can I
home,
like
home.
lift him up to a nearby flower?
And just kind of
Oh,
sweet. And then and they fly off.
See, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'll keep on walking.
You start walking, you're continuing on, and you see the trees kind of start to thin out a little bit, and you think you can start to see some buildings in the distance, and your tail seems to be getting further away. It seems like they've peeled off at this point. You come out through, maybe you could call it a clearing. This town, there are 3 buildings. There is kind of what looks to be a cave kind of heading down a little bit into the ground, and about 12.5 people, most of them wheeling barrels or have like picks, and dusty, kind of grimy. There's one yelling something that you can't really hear very well. He's down towards the cave, and you are now in Blackthorn.
Blackthorn?
Yeah, it is literally just scrawled like on a sign, and towards the
Civilization.
towards where the cave is, you can see in between a bunch of the trees there are these huge like briar bushes. Like it looks like some of them have been cleared out, but like these bushes go up like 8.5 feet. Like they're massive, like all wrapped around in between the trees. And a decent sized path has been cut in between them, kind of heading down towards this mine. But other than that, just all over the place over there.
Immediately closest person that we get to.
Okay.
Hi, excuse me.
What can I do for you?
Hi, I'm Aster.
Brock. And
Brock.
He's big, tall Goliath.
I love him. Hi, Brock. It's nice to meet you. I'm looking for someone named Balarn Vesta.
That's a name. Yeah. Well, what do you need from them?
They're a family friend, and we were just stopping in to say hi.
Oh, I mean, he's not here. They're running one of they handle one of the major mining operations up in Hope. They're about a day and a half north of here.
Okay.
I mean, I can if it's important, I can get a message over. We do have a few scrolls that we keep for emergencies. Is it something very pressing?
Kinda, yeah.
Or come with me. And he's just like,
Okay.
let's go. And he just kind of like grabs you by the hand. He's like, oh.
How tall is he compared to me?
He's like 7.5 feet tall. So
I'm 5'3".
yeah, so like it's like Shaq and his girlfriend, like just
Okay.
The troop is in Hope.
Okay.
What?
The troop is in Hope.
I'll go with him. Yeah.
Do we
Okay.
have to go?
he'll bring you. He'll walk over to one of the buildings and he'll pull out a large set of keys and he'll unlock the door and come on inside. Bring your friends on in.
Okay.
And there's
Guys.
it looks to be an office. It's actually fairly neat. He goes over and sits behind a desk, and it's almost comical how much taller he is than the desk, and he's just kind of hunched over, and he pulls out a book and ledger, and he's like, you, that third bin down, open that one up for me.
Okay.
And you open it up, and there's a bunch of scrolls, and he's can you grab me one of those, please?
Sure.
He's like, all right. Who are you?
Aster Dare. Thomas Dare's daughter.
All right. What do you need me to tell her?
I need to see her and need her help finding somebody.
Okay. He pulls out the scroll. Eberron, Brock, we got somebody down here that's looking for you. Her name's Aster Dare, Thomas Dare's daughter. They're looking for somebody and need your help. Send me a reply. And I'll send them up your way if you need.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll give him a gold.
Keep that, dude.
Are you sure?
I'll write it off. Don't worry about it. They,
Thank you.
we hardly use those down here. The last time we had to use them was when Tom lost his hand.
What did Tom do to lose his hand?
Play with explosives.
Oh, I guess that'll do that.
Tom sounds like a thrill ride.
I mean, he's a great explosive expert when he doesn't make mistakes. But that's why we're not allowed to drink out here anymore.
Anymore.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that there's just ale sitting around that nobody can touch, maybe? I thought.
Ale doesn't hold as well out here. I mean, I do have a little bit of whiskey and some rum.
You know, my throat is so dry, and I know my compatriots could also use a drink.
Gideon.
Not to impose, but you are such a strapping young man who's...
He's already
Kindness.
helped enough. You don't have to take his stuff.
I'm not asking to take, simply to enjoy a drink together.
You have anything for trade?
I can tell a wonderful story.
Wait.
Or I can sing a song. I'm sure all of these...
You
men
hang
here
for the
need to-
evening. I'll make sure you have a bottle waiting for you. We haven't had anybody out here that could sing in months.
Well, we need somewhere to stay for the evening. This would be perfect, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose so, yeah, but isn't it... It's a day and a half to Hope?
Yeah,
Okay.
What time of day is it?
it's about noon.
Well, if we leave now, then we miss out on wonderful drink and lodging, and we have to stay another night in the jungle. And surely, Nadia, you're not terribly comfortable with that.
Before you came through the jungle on your own?
Yeah.
All five of you?
So there were people following us. Who lives out there?
Probably one of the local lizard tribes.
Are they
They
friendly?
left us a snake with a knife in it.
Was that a marriage proposal?
No, it's I guess a mixture of a warning and
A friendly warning.
kind of. It's more of to let. It's really easy to kill people, but to get close, kill something and leave it is a bit tougher.
Yes.
So it's, probably just...
Posturing.
Yeah, exactly. They probably didn't see you to be too much of a threat. Did they follow you?
Oh yeah.
Well, probably about half an hour ago they cut off. Yeah, they
I didn't tell any of you this, by the way.
Yeah, this is news to us.
You guys came down from the beach?
Yep.
Yeah, no, the local tribe down there is not they're not overly aggressive, but you hang out in their area too long.
Fair.
You didn't kill any animals or anything, right?
Nope.
No.
All right.
They were following us?
Yeah.
You could have mentioned that.
The whole time?
Should I have mentioned it?
I mean, we're here now and we're fine, so I guess it doesn't suit me.
Maybe to one of us.
Well, he was at the front, so.
I was right next to you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where?
Let's see if I share that.
Where'd you all come from?
The beach.
We were having a beach day. Just thought we'd get out in a boat and get
I'm
a little lost.
personally from Skybreaker Forest near Rimbriar. That's quite a ways away, though.
You're from Breland?
Yeah.
You're way out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
What brings you out all the way to Kabara?
I'm looking for someone.
Valarn? Came all the way from Valarn?
And someone else.
I mean, somebody I might have seen that can I help?
Unless you saw a 2-year-old baby boy. not
Like
one,
eyes go wide, like he brings kids out here.
Then
You haven't heard any rumors or stories of other camps that suddenly found themselves in possession of a strange little tiefling child? Surely those kind of things get around.
He's
in groups
not a
like this.
tiefling.
Oh, he's not?
No,
Oh,
he's human.
I was gonna say
Oh.
that'd be easy to find.
Oh, well, a human child.
I'm the
Either
only
way.
tiefling in my family.
There's some interesting things I want to learn about you. Fascinating.
Well, I mean,
No rumors, nothing?
if I see anything about a boy coming through, no. I mean, I did hear that there was this big troop of entertainers that came through.
Ooh, where are they now?
I have no idea. I heard that they were coming through, heading over to New Throne,
Okay.
but that was the last I heard. That was a few days back.
Did you see any drow in there? Oh, wait, sorry, I'm deceiving you. And I take out my rosemary. Back to drow.
Whoa, that's
Sorry about that.
that's impressive.
Yeah.
No, we had a couple of guys who they were up there. They had a little bit of cash to spend, a couple of days off, and they're like, yeah, this big troop came through.
Okay.
Were they any good? I hear after they lost a couple key members, they kind of went downhill.
I didn't hear anything like that.
No, not really.
Clearly, we're listening to different things.
Anyway, Brock, thank you so much for your
Eh?
help.
Nope. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Would you all just give me a moment?
Is everything okay?
I don't know. And he gets up and he walks over to that spot and pulls out another one of those scrolls. I'll be back in a second. And he walks into like a smaller back room.
Does he close the door?
He does.
Immediately go listen at the door.
You gonna listen to the door? All right,
Yeah.
give me a perception roll. Probably a disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna do my classic maneuver of my back to the side of the door. So you're ready.
Okay.
I'm going to sit on the corner of his desk.
I rolled 2 5s,
Ouch.
so 8.
8. You hear some muffled sounds, but you're not able to really make anything out. And then the door
Oh,
opens.
step back.
Yeah, he said he'll see you. Are you heading over today?
I mean, I'd like to.
You say he?
Yeah.
I thought Valarn was a she.
The only Valarn I know is it's kind of a gangly looking half elf.
So, what was so alarming that made you run in the other room? I'm going to brush his arm and cast Friends.
Okay.
You just ran away so suddenly.
Is there a
everything
save
okay?
for friends?
No, it's just
Okay.
I have advantage on any
Give
checks
me
to do with them.
a persuasion roll.
I'm gonna shoot a look at you and kind of head towards the front and keep an eye out.
Bounce.
Okay.
I just wanted to clarify. You were saying she when talking about.
Did I?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was messed up on my part.
It would be.
Okay.
We should just refer as they.
I probably. It's a tough one.
Because my dad didn't write down any information except for the name.
Okay.
So.
Then he would have been referring to Valarn as a he.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I thought maybe I caught him in like a.
Oh yeah, no, no. That's more of me keeping things straight.
Okay.
I got a 15 on my persuasion check.
He just was a little bit surprised.
At what?
Said he hasn't heard from Thomas in years, and it was just odd that you were out here. And he asked me if I was sure, and you seem honest enough.
I try to be a very honest person.
You're not looking to cause trouble, right?
No, of course not.
You see her? She's the kindest creature I've ever met. She would never cause trouble.
Absolutely the sweetest.
All right. Well, yeah. I just, I've known him for a year or two now, and make sure I'm not sending trouble friends' way. I mean, you got this big guy here, and then Mr. Mean Mug.
Oh no, they're harmless. It's fine.
I'm, by the way, on the other side of the room, keeping an eye out the front.
Okay.
Because
You're becoming jaded.
So
He's got the big heart.
I mean, with that size, I would certainly hope so.
I do have a meat mug.
Knowing who you are is important.
So, Valarn asked if we were going to be there today.
Yeah.
Is there a way to get there faster if it takes a day and a half?
I'm sorry. I meant leaving today. They
Oh.
just so he could be prepared for you.
Okay. It didn't seem like he was going to leave us high and dry, right?
I don't think so. Valarn's a good guy. He's in charge of this camp, Hope, and there's one other small camp that he's in charge of.
Okay. Hey, that's quite a bit. What's up?
Remember the last friend of your father that you met?
Yeah.
How do we know this isn't a similar situation?
I honestly don't.
I think I'm missing something here.
Can you give us a minute?
Please.
Or
If you
we
could,
can step
if you could
outside.
just
Yeah.
show me where we'll be setting up for tonight, when I'll be playing. If you could just show me.
He's like, yeah, come on up this way. Everybody, and he
I give a wink.
brings
to
the
Nadia.
door and closes and locks it. And points out that there's a large, very boring rectangular building with some windows. He's like, that's the bunkhouse and the inn and the bar.
Perfect. Let's just. Why don't you give
I
us
guess
a tour?
restaurant. This is the mining office. That's the storage building. And that's where everyone sleeps and eats.
My point is just to keep him talking and occupied long enough for them to have a private conversation.
Okay.
We don't need to stay if you don't want to.
I honestly don't want to stay.
Okay.
And I should probably be honest with you guys. Not that I've been dishonest at all, but Raul kind of told me that he and my dad were sort of bandits together. So I honestly don't know who this person's gonna
Shocking.
be. Shocking.
Raul's a piece of shit, so it's not surprising that he was a bandit.
My father's not a piece of shit.
I didn't say that. Continue.
I don't know what they'll be like. And I know it's asking a lot, but it's kind of the only lead I have right now, and my brother's been gone already for far too long, and I don't know if he's even alive at this point.
Okay.
So, I would like to leave as soon as possible.
Okay. We don't need to stay. What we should do is stock up though.
Okay.
I don't know if we're gonna find much here, but
Just a
Find something.
reminder, by the way, when Friends wears off.
They remember.
realizes- Yeah.
Yeah. Shouldn't do stuff like that.
Honestly, I just did it because I'm enamored by you.
Inside. Are you being honest?
Yeah. Look at you. Such a strapping physicality. And I just wanted to get you a loan out here.
He starts to get a little bit shy.
Oh, does he blush?
I'm sorry for having done that, but sometimes you just have to go that extra mile to show someone how much you're interested.
You're not from Kabaro.
No, I
they're
traveled.
not.
I will, I'll let you know there are some people, as soon as cut your throat, let you get away with that.
That's true, but I had
That's
the
true.
measure of you. I thought you kind and calm. A very interesting person. Never in a million years would I think you'd do me any sort of harm for something like that. Because you've been such a gracious host.
Brock, thank you for your help. I think we're not going to stay tonight, though. But if we pass through again, we totally owe you, for sure.
Well, I appreciate it.
I would
promise.
like to give him my little bundle of cherries that I have.
Oh.
And I promise the next time I come through here, I'll give you a personal shout.
I'll hold you to that.
I know
Cherries.
you
I
will.
haven't had a cherry.
My parents grew them.
You should, they're delicious. You spit out the pet. You should maybe look at something a little bit better to store them though. If you have any more in there, they're starting to go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. And he just
Make you wine.
spits a bunch out.
I wonder if they make refrigerated bags
Bag
of
of
cold.
cold.
Bag of colding, yep.
Oh, there you go.
And he's like, well, is there anything that you need?
Equipment, supplies.
Rations. Just out of curiosity, how far is the Olhar Forest from here?
Oh man. Hold on. He pulls out a small, like, well-used book. Just kind of look through. About 3 days east. Why do you want to go there, though? That's not even ours. That mining logging operation has been a mess. They've been running into all sorts of issues out there. You don't want to go there. But I mean, if you need direction, yeah, just head east. There's a river that runs through. If you once you get to the river, cut north for about 3 hours, and it should put you right at the edge of it. And that's also where the main logging camp is too.
Thank you.
No problem. Well, is there anything else? Need some supplies. I don't have a ton, but we'll trade you for what we can,
Okay.
and we'll get you set up.
It's very kind of you, Brock.
Brings you over, and he pops in. He's like, "All right, what are we looking for?" And he'll take your list, and if it's just like rations and stuff like that,
Yeah, I don't
it's
know what it
it's
is.
probably going to cost you about if you're looking for a couple days of rations for everybody, it's going to be about a gold.
I would like a proper tent, if you have one.
Yeah, I got this one's got a little bit of patchwork, but yeah.
Whatever, yeah.
I'll pay for the rations.
No, it's fine. I'll take out anything I have left.
You have one thing left in there.
Does it seem valuable?
Yeah.
Can I get a
And
gold
he's
out of
like,
it?
I'll throw the tent in for that too if you want.
Sure.
All right, done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. I mean, you're technically Nadia, right?
No. I suppose so.
Oh, it depends.
Yeah.
Did you steal it personally?
Yes.
Oh, well, I stole
Like
from
that
you, so it
entire
mine
thing
now.
that was my job.
Really?
Yeah.
She is quite talented.
And he goes over and he takes the little dish you got and he sets it down on his table and he pulls it out and he pulls out like a bunch of little candies and drops them in it.
Oh.
He's like, well,
Classy.
True hospitality.
you know, gotta be fancy where we can.
Can I have a candy? Is that a lot to
And he just
Oh
tosses you
man,
one.
I love
Thank you.
candy.
Yeah.
Oh.
You should probably unwrap it.
She likes the skin.
It's like a root beer candy.
Ooh.
Go.
He's like, well, it was a pleasure meeting you all.
The pleasure was ours.
Tell him I said hi, and he needs to hurry up and send down some more wagons. This looks like this is gonna be a big haul.
Okay.
And
Do you have horses? What are like beasts of burden?
not that unfortunately, nothing that I can part with.
Like, it was just a wild guess.
Before we
We
stretch
got
your
two
hospitality any
oxen.
thinner, I suppose we'll be saying our goodbyes.
Okay. Well, be safe out there.
Tip my hat too.
Like, yeah, try not to antagonize the lizard folk.
Okay.
If you hug the mountains, you should for the first day's worth of travel,
Okay.
and then head in eastward from there. You should be able to avoid most trouble.
Well, we appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. He's like, well, I gotta get back to work because all my guys are goofing off now. And he heads off.
Thank you, Brock.
Thank
Oh, you're welcome. And you begin to leave Blackthorn. And that, I guess, is where we will pick up next week. Back into the jungle.
Okie doke.
Once more into the prey.
Once more.
Wowee. Hey, thanks everybody for watching.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks everybody for coming out.
Big fans of all of you and your support. Just a quick shout out once again to Shep.
Hey, Shep.
Thank you, Shep.
Also, check out our Twitter at Heretical Heroes and our YouTube at Heretical Heroes, where you will find our past VODs and future content as well. And join the Discord, !Discord, and come hang out with us there.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for me.
And watch this beautiful man stream the rest of the week.
Yes.
Yes.
Monday through Fridays, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. EST.
Have a good night, everyone. Fight
Good
fascism.
night.
Be good.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.